30 racks of PBR. That's for you.
Amen, brother. All of Florida do better.
But also, most Americans listen to trash music.
That's biological warfare, brother. Like,
They're just being a bunch of bitches.
fill me, Satan. Fill me.
Yeah, they're like, what the
What's going on? Is he pulling out his dick?
Yeah, it does. I was just fucking with you.
And then we'll talk about it here, live, on the Riff Report. I'm not here to make friends, man. I'm here to talk music and give out shitty opinions, so there we are.
What the fuck were we even talking about?
Welcome to the Riff Report, the loudest corner on the internet. We're here to talk to you about all things punk, metal, alternative, loud, heavy, in your face. We're about it. We're going to fill you in with some news today. We've got quite a few releases. We've got a metric fuck ton of news. Hopefully we can talk about it fast enough so we don't piss our pants. We'll see. And then a couple of tour announcements and some tracks of the week for everybody. I don't think we did our greetings because I rushed through this. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ryan.
Hey guys. Let's just get right into it. I guess I'm kind of changing things up a little bit. Variety is the spice of life. Ryan.
Yeah, right.
How have you been? It's been a full day, I think, since I've seen you.
It's been a full day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been all right. Pretty chill. Snow's melting. That's nice. Getting
Super
some
nice.
50 degrees up in here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I
Pretty
hate
exciting.
it because I'm getting mud on my new boots. I think that sucks, but they're boots and they're going to get muddy. So I have to get over it, and I am. But my immediate's like, oh, they're new. They're nice. I can't ruin them. They're boots. Who gives a shit? They're going to get ruined. Why not now?
Yeah.
You know?
You could, you ever looking to getting any of those like any of that waterproof spray or whatever for leather boots?
So when I purchased the boots on the, hey, before you pay, check out these items that you can pair with it. They tried to sell me on like an $18 little, like, I don't know, 6-ounce bottle of waterproof spray. And I said, ew, no. I was going to look into getting another cheaper, bottle.
Yeah.
But I just never did. I think I'm still pretty early on my wearing of the boots to where it should still be fine. So I might. We'll see.
Did you seriously spend $200 on a pair of boots and then turn your nose up on $16 to have waterproof?
Yeah. Yep. I did. At 16 bucks, I could have spent on beer, a vape, weed, literally anything else. I'm just saying. I already dropped enough on the boots. We'll be fine.
Some more laces.
Yeah, literally anything. So.
All right. Dude. Well, I mean, yeah, I would recommend getting them babies waterproof. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
But yeah, no, I also am not super happy about all the fucking mud. But it is exciting that this is like one step closer to spending some time outside, which I have been missing a lot.
Same.
So
I've had quite a bit of my social battery has been slowly being recharged because of this weather. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm Hawkman or something.
Yeah.
I'm powered by the sun.
Right.
So, it's kind of
nice. Yeah. How about you, man?
So, I don't know. I've been pretty good. It was a little slow, and then it just punched me in the goddamn jaw. We had Valentine's Day to deal with, and it got fucking crazy, but that's fine. Honestly, I was talking to Billy back in the kitchen, and like last week or something on a really slow day. I was like, I really cannot wait for it to get busy because I'm the type of person who thrives in chaos is the best way I can put it. Like as orderly and as prepared as I want to be. And I'll make sure I've got garnishes. I've got, syrups. I've got everything all made up, done, stocked.
You're prepared.
Exactly. I want to be prepared, but I don't want time to overthink. I just want to be there to like quick rip a decision, do something, and just keep it going. That's who I am as a person.
I feel you.
If you haven't noticed that already. I can kind of
Yep.
prepare, but I just do things by the seat of my pants. So yeah. And we got a little taste of that this weekend, so that was nice. Wynn got
Hell yeah.
breakfast. We haven't gone out to go get breakfast in a while, so filled up on some pancakes, eggs, hash browns, and bacon this morning. That was super nice. And
Hell yeah.
yeah, just hung out the whole rest of the day. Just kind of did a little bit. Wasn't too bad. Not too bad of a day.
All right. But since you brought it up, all right. So I have a little bit of contention here. How do you eat your hash browns?
With a fork?
Just straight up?
No, no. Okay. I'm going to give you, okay, if you're asking this, I'm just going to give you my breakfast plate in a whole. So when I go
Sure.
get breakfast, I'm a 2 egg kind of guy, 2 egg breakfast. You know what I mean? Get my 2 eggs, get
All
my
right.
order hash browns, get my 4 or 5 pieces of bacon, my 2 pancakes. You know what I mean? It's all nice and even. Where we go is Dino's. We've talked about this in the past. I've got my hash browns, my eggs over easy, my medium crisp, medium soft bacon. Um, those are all on the plate. Pancakes are separate. I'm going to start off by throwing butter on my pancakes, 2 things of syrup on there so I can get a nice soaking while I eat the other plate. I'm going to start with my bacon. I'm throwing 2 little things of butter on my hash browns and kind of mixing that up. And then
All right.
and I'm going to die on this hill. Cholula. A good breakfast joint will have Cholula. If you try and give me Frank's, I'm going to throw it across the restaurant and I'm going to look you dead in your soul and tell you you were wrong for this. You're cheap and I hate this. Rant over. Cholula. I'm going to throw some of it on my eggs, some of it on my hash browns. I'm going to let that kind of set for a second, eat my bacon, and then when I'm done with my bacon, the butter's melted. It's all mixed together. I'm going to start mixing the hot sauce a little bit in my hash browns. And then I'm going to start with my eggs, slice the eggs, let the yolk run, and then mix that into my hash browns, as a binder, a nice spicy binder. And then I'm going to eat that whole plate. And then when I'm done with that plate, I'm going to go after those pancakes. I have a system
Fuck them
down.
up.
Yeah, you should not have asked me this question because I love talking about this. It's a science. It's breakfast science. So now I got my
It's
pancakes.
the perfect breakfast bite.
Yeah. Okay.
Telling
So
us about the perfect breakfast bite.
yes, I am. So we've
All right.
got round pancakes. You know what I mean? Imagine, if
Yeah.
you will, a circle. I'm gonna slice that
Not Mickey
circle.
Mouse.
Right. Exactly. I'm gonna slice that circle
Not Mickey Mouse.
right down here. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to do that on each side, creating a square of pancake. I can chop that into 4 pieces, use that to soak up the rest of the syrup. I've got a clean plate. I always eat every single bite of my breakfast. It is hands down the best way to eat breakfast. So that's how I eat my
All
hash
right.
browns.
All right. The question, the bait that I was trying to drag out of you was I was trying to find out whether or not you put ketchup on your hash
Oh,
browns.
okay. I have, you know me, I have a picky palate, but I will never, ever let ketchup touch my hash browns, okay? I'm fucking over 30 years old now. I need to learn how to eat food properly, and
Yes.
ketchup will never touch my hash browns.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say yeah, over easy eggs with hash browns is a must.
Right.
And I'm most certainly just cutting those eggs up over top of my hash browns and mixing everything together.
You know what I mean? Exactly. It's the
And then
perfect way.
scooping it up on some toast and fucking using it as an edible spoon.
I save that for
You know what
Thanksgiving,
I
but
mean?
we'll talk about it later on this year.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's your track of the week?
Track of the week, little blast of the past. This is an older release. Who would have fucking figured that I'd be saying something like that? But me and my brother were on Discord the other day, and I was trying to show him songs to listen to this band of their tracks, whatever. And I got him into a few. It's Rickshaw Billy, guys and gals. Duh. And I found their first EP, Burger Time Classics. If you have not seen this, Ryan, you need to look it up. They emulated the Burger King fucking sort of deal. And the first track on that EP, Born to Lose, has just such like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's not groovy, but it kind of is. Like it's got that drone, it's got that groove, it's got that kind of southern like fucking, I don't know. It's just sick. And yeah, I don't know. It's a
Hell
great
yeah.
song. So Born to Lose, Rickshaw Billy's Burger Patrol.
Yeah, I'm looking at the album right now. Yeah, solid cover, 10
Yeah.
out of 10. And I'm about 30 seconds into the track, and it's
Do
just straight up Rickshaw Billy. I
you
don't
know what
know.
I mean?
That's what I expect.
Yeah.
But then as soon as the beat drops
Yeah.
there
Right.
with that little guitar groove, that like solid, dude.
Yeah.
It's groovy.
I'm glad you
It's
enjoy it.
groovy.
Yeah. Groovy.
Hell yeah.
Bruce Campbell
Groovy.
would approve.
A proof.
What do you got? What have you been listening to?
Solid track.
Hell yeah.
Solid track. All right, so I've been a little hard on myself lately about my music listening. And that is because I've been stuck in this like crazy loop of constantly just trying to listen to new music, new music, new music.
Right.
Fucking new shit comes out. Oh, I gotta fucking listen to it a couple times, get it in my brain. Which isn't the way that's not the way that real people listen to music.
Right.
So I've been feeling a little down on myself because of it. In return, I've been going back and listening to some old stuff. And
Nice.
yeah, I've just been getting into a bunch of old bands. I started listening to some like old Converge stuff. I started
Mhm.
listening to some old Norma Jean, a little bit of Suicide Silence.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, picture you sent. Did you see my horns as you were leaving?
I,
All right,
I
nice.
didn't. I was
Oh,
rocking
all
out.
right, that's fine. You looked at me and I looked at you, and just so you know, we shared a moment,
No,
and you don't even know it. So it's all right. It's cool.
nice.
Yeah,
No, when I drive by, you can't really see inside the building too well.
that's fair. Yeah,
But yeah, either way, um, and another band that I've been listening to a lot is Dillinger Escape Plan.
nice.
And the track that I chose today is from their 2004 album Miss Machine, and the track is called Highway Robbery. It's just a fucking good ass song, dude.
Hell yeah.
Some people I know back in the day when this came out, some people were upset about this album because this was the first album with Greg Puciato at vocals.
Gotcha.
So they kind of changed up their style from Under the Running Board and then Calculating Infinity, which is like a mathcore fucking 10 out of 10 fucking album. So this sees kind of a little change up in how Dillinger would write music. And
Gotcha.
it is obviously the intro into what they would become, but it pissed some people off at first, but I really fucking liked it back then.
I'm a fan of it so far. I had to pop it on because I don't know. I've heard Dillinger. You know, I've never been a sit down and listen to them type of person, but anything I have heard,
Yeah.
I've been very excited. I should listen to them more. I don't know why I don't.
I'm really surprised that you don't because of you being a Better Lovers fan
Yeah.
and also I don't know. They just kind of they fit in with
They definitely do.
like fucking
This is the chaos
the
I
shit.
like. Having. Oh, and I told my brother I'd fucking talk shit for a second. Or did I promise him I wouldn't? I don't know, but I'm gonna talk shit for a second. The music he gives me is like chaotic and unorganized and whatever. But these guys, Dillinger has always been good about giving you that like kind of vibe that it's discordant, that it's unorganized, whatever, but it's not. It's just super fast and it's like imagine if you get in a car
It's
accident.
it's organized chaos for
That's what I'm saying.
sure.
It's organized chaos. You get in a car accident, it's just kind of whipping you around. You're rolling a couple times and it's just like, oh fuck, I gotta be prepared for the next part. You know what I mean? Like it's just keeping you
Right.
on your toes. Like that's just how I
Right.
imagine Dillinger. So
Instead of Dillinger being the car crash, it's more like you being on a roller coaster where it's you're still doing your flips and your spins,
right.
but in a more organized
In a
way.
scientific way. Exactly. Right. Yes. All right. I
I
like
like
that
it.
one better. Yes. Hell yeah.
um, yeah, I mean, you should check them out some more.
For
I would
sure.
say, um, probably Option Paralysis was, I think, overall my favorite album. Just from the sense that it's like it's the most complete and like good from start to finish.
Right.
Like they've got a lot of good work, but that one's just like, in my opinion, that one's the strongest for
Right.
me.
Hell yeah.
Um, but hell yeah, fucking let's get into the
Let's get
shit for
into
the
it.
day, huh,
Yeah.
Tyler?
What got
All
released?
right, let
Let's
me.
hear about it.
A lot of shit got released
Yeah.
actually. Let me throw on my
Very
playlist
exciting
here.
stuff.
Yeah, the for starters, the most exciting thing happened for me this week, which was the release of Hive Mind by Knocked Loose featuring Denzel Curry. We were talking about this a little bit last week because Knocked Loose was teasing this track release a little bit,
Mhm.
and it did come out on Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Um, with a music video. We were kind of talking about it, but this was that music video that they recorded at that skate park out in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Um, the music video turned out awesome. The
Nice.
song turned out awesome. I don't. It's always a little nerve wracking when genres um, cross paths
Intermix.
like
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they intermingle in such ways, you don't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
This was very tasteful. I give Denzel Curry mad props for melding into the deathcore world like this.
Yeah, I still haven't even seen the video. I just
Um,
popped it on real quick to see what we missed out on, dude. And it looks like it was a great
we
fucking time.
It
Yeah.
looks like a good ass time.
Uh-huh. That's all right. They'll probably have another
Um,
one. We'll just get it the next time.
yeah, yep. Well, PSA kids, if opportunities arise in front of your face, fucking grab the world by the nuts and take it
Yeah.
because you will miss your opportunity.
Right.
But what'd you think of the track?
It was pretty good. Knocked Loose is another one of those bands I will listen to when they come on. I think the only album I really got into was the what was it different? I think it was Different Shade of Blue with the fucking dog track. Um, and it's
Laugh
hilarious
Tracks is
because
the album that
yeah.
has Counting Worms on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, Laugh Track. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I got into. That's what it was. And it's hilarious to me because I own a Knocked Loose sweater. I've never seen them, and I really don't listen to them. I just absolutely loved the look of the hoodie. So like, call me a poser. I don't care. It looks good. But yeah, I'm trying to think if it was Knocked Loose, but I feel like it was either them or Code Orange. But it was that Warp Tour like a while ago. When did Laugh Tracks come out? 2016. I don't know if it was them. and a couple singles, EPs before that. It might have been. But there's this band that sounded like these guys on like a Battle of the Bands, lesser known kind of band stage at Warped Tour. And I don't know. I always think it was Knocked Loose, but I'm probably wrong. Um, but the track, I thought it was pretty good. It's heavy as fuck. It's in your face. What else can you say? It just turn up those fucking headphones and lose that hearing, guys, because that's what it's gonna do to you.
I'm working on it. That's
Hell
for
yeah,
sure.
sick. Yeah,
When
you probably
when
listened to the
this
song
came
like
out,
12 times by now or more.
I was gonna say 12 might be an understatement.
Yeah, right.
I definitely listened like the day this came out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I literally listened to it 3 times back to back
Jesus.
with my stereo cranked.
Right. Hell yeah.
Cranked. Absolutely cranked. But yeah, I just fucking love Knox Loose. They just fucking they got it figured out.
Right.
Next up, we got the next single from the hardcore band the SET. This track is called White Lies and features the band Gut Instinct. This is the first release that we're getting after the SET just recently let their guitarist and ex-Turnstile guitarist Brady Ebert go for some of the things he was saying about Turnstile online. Um, and this track is pretty similar to the last track. It really just digs at that DIY hardcore feel. Definitely got some East Coast influences here. Um, this one sees definitely a good amount of guitar work involved, which is kind of cool. You get a little bit of noodly doodly fucking solo action going
Yeah,
on.
right.
But this is second single off of the upcoming EP, The Self Evident Truth, which is coming out on March 6th via Flat Spot Records.
Hell yeah.
Got anything else you want to add on to that, buddy?
It reminds me of old school Corrosion, like Animosity, like first couple albums. It's thrash, it's hardcore, it fucking, you know what I mean? It's a great fucking
Yeah.
it's just a great fucking song. I'm looking forward to some more shit that they do in the future.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait for this EP to come out.
Right.
Um, Hell yeah, yeah. I could definitely see that old influence, like that Corrosions of Conformity,
Yep.
like Cro-Mags kind of feel.
Right. Exactly.
In other news, we got a new single from the hardcore band Malevolence. The new single Silhouette dropped with a new music video this past week. There doesn't seem to be any bigger release attached to this. Just seems like they just threw out a new track, but it was pretty good. A little different than some previous tracks. They've always kind of melded that like hardcore feel mixed with some of the like I don't know I don't know, it's like radio like dad rocky vocals almost,
Yeah.
um but these guys do it in a way that is a little less cringy. I feel
Yeah, I can agree with
like
that.
this track wasn't bad, even though that wouldn't be the type of vocal that I would go through for right off the bat. And it was missing um heaviness in a lot of the song, I'd say, but it is a very powerful and well written song. The music video I thought was shot well, but it didn't do anything for me.
I'm gonna be real. I
But
didn't see the video. I did listen to the track a couple times, several times, I'll say, because I was doing a little science research hypotheses in my head when I first heard it, because the vocals or the vocalist, his like cleaner, kind of more ambient vocals sound
yeah,
just like this band I've listened to for a long time, Demon Hunter. I don't know if you've ever heard them.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a shot for shot. So I had to go listen to them and like kind of go back and forth, and I'm like, they're the same guy. They're not, but there's a lot of similarities, and that's kind of why I like this
Yeah.
track a little bit more, having not listened to Malevolence a whole lot. Um, yeah, it was just hearing that just brought me back to me in like 8th grade listening to Summer of Darkness and the triptych from Demon Hunter and just feeling good. You know what I mean? Not all heavy
Yeah.
music has to have gutturals and, like demons screeches and shit like that. Like you can make the music heavy and kind of pull back on the vocals a little bit so everyone has a good focus. That's just how I felt about this, and I thought that was super
Yeah.
cool.
Almost kind of like how Sleep Token, incorporates heaviness into their
I don't know
music.
about that. Here, I have a placard waiting for you in the mail right now, brother. You can park anywhere you want.
uh no, I guess what I mean by this is like the vocals kind of give off like it's almost like shine down like 3 days grace kind of
Yeah,
like that like radio rock vibe,
exactly.
which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not really my style.
Yeah.
But I did like this track, all
Hell yeah.
things considered.
Nice.
Um yeah, next up we got the album release that you and I have been waiting for.
Fucking finally.
Uh
Ugh. I was so
Finally,
excited.
we
I'm sorry.
got this this one was actually teased less than a lot of records over the
Mhm.
past year or so.
Right.
But we finally got the album drop for Love Is Not Enough by Converge. Um this album is the first album that we've got from them for a little while for sure.
Yeah, a
Um
few years, 2021. It looks like Blood Moon 1.
yep,
We're having a 2.
yep. So it's been quite a while. Um and obviously I think it's just because the members of the band are all very busy dudes.
Right.
Jacob Bannon, their vocalist, he's like a very artsy dude. He's always working on art stuff. Um, their drummer Ben Kohler, he's in a lot of different musical projects. Their guitarist Kurt Ballou is a record producer, owns a music studio that's like super sought after in
Oh
the
yeah.
heavy music scene. So they got shit going on. So we don't blame him, but I am happy that we finally got a release from them.
Yeah.
What were your first thoughts of the record?
Bruh. Well, just going off the fucking singles that they dropped, uh, killer fucking music. And yes, as we've heard in the past few episodes, I'm just now finally getting into Converge. And god damn it, this being the release that I got into, I don't care. I love it. This is a solid fucking album from start to finish. I've only had one full playthrough, and then I just kind of picked through a couple tracks. Um, my favorite song on this whole album was that single, "We Were Never the Same." I can't get enough of it. It's just the perfect song. Um, but Amon Mark was pretty good. Distract and Divide, I was a big fan of. Uh, but in the grand scheme of things, I can't really specifically pick any favorites out of this. I loved it all. This is a solid album all the way through.
Oh yeah, yeah. Distract and Divide was a big one for me. Just really lent back to old Converge with just with the speed and the
Right.
and the technicality involved. Um, but yeah, the whole thing is good. This is another one of those albums that like is like you said, it's hard to pick out your favorite singles. It's just a good album straight through.
Yep.
Uh, but really, I mean, it really reminds me of it really reminds me of their album The Dusk in Us and All We Love We Leave Behind.
Okay.
The two albums before this. Blood Moon was like an experimental kind of album
Oh,
that had a little bit different vibe. But Dusk in Us was their last, like, I'd say, official album.
oh,
And this pretty much picks up right where that left off,
hell yeah.
which is not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, I was a big fan of this.
Um,
I am so I did end up picking up the other record from these guys. I still haven't gotten an email. It's the Techno Killer color print. It's
yeah.
red, cyan, magenta, yellow. Um, looks cool. I wish I would have gotten the Fallen Angel release, but it was already sold out when we first talked about it. And I still haven't got an email about it being shipped, but on Bandcamp or whatever email I did get, I think on the release of the album, when it came out on Friday, it said it should be shipping later on either this week or next week, and I should be expecting it around the 3rd. So it'll be soon enough, you know.
Hell yeah. Well, that'd be awesome to spin this bad boy.
That's what I'm saying.
In other news, another big album drop for the week. We got the album release for Cold to the Touch by Angel Dust. This one I know is a little more up my alley.
Yeah.
As of recently, I've been getting into these guys a lot. It's a pretty solid record. I haven't been listening to these guys long enough to compare it to old stuff.
Yeah.
It is they've lightened up a little bit from previous stuff because I did listen to like singles of theirs. I just didn't really
Mhm.
listen to like whole albums of theirs
Right.
beforehand.
Yeah.
But this one, a lot of good songs. I mean, they had a lot of singles out for it. The last song on the album, The Beat, I was a big fan of when it first came out last year. Another one, on the Outside, that got released as a single a couple weeks ago, and that's kind of the song that like got me excited about this album. I think The Beat is a better song for sure. It's a little more upbeat and fast and punky, like I like. But
Right.
On the Outside had that like post hardcore kind of feel to it, like sort of similar vibes as to why like I've been getting into like Military Gun a lot lately and stuff. It's just that like it's that hardcore without being heavy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Um, but yeah, overall, pretty good record.
I was able to give this album a full listen. The singles, yeah, suck out because I was familiar with them as we'd been listening to them throughout these episodes. But the one that really stuck out to me
Right.
was Zero specifically. Um, kind of that same feel, but it felt like in between your like post-hardcore metalcore to like punk, kind of feeling.
Right.
I was just a fan of that. You know what I mean? It's pretty
Yep.
good. So I maybe these guys are growing on me too. Maybe I should just break
Maybe.
out of my fucking cage of Under Oath and Every Time I Die and listen to some more of these other albums that we got going on. You know what I mean? There's good
I don't
music
know. You've been
everywhere.
fitting Rickshaw Billy in here a lot, you know?
Yeah,
You listen to Waves a lot
I
from what it
do.
seems.
Yeah. All right, you got me.
um, yeah, you listen to more than just a couple things. You listen to a few
A
things.
few things, exactly. Not quite several, but more than a couple,
No.
exactly. Tree
Yeah.
4, dude. Yeah,
Uh, yeah. 4 whole things. Awesome.
nice.
Um, this one is less exciting for me, but might be exciting to some of you out there. Story of the Year finally dropped their album Arson, which is abbreviated, so that might not be how they want me to say it, but that's what I'm going to say. Um, I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I didn't listen to this album. I listened to this. the singles that came out, obviously, and then I did a little perusing on here and just
Right.
checked out the intros to some of the songs, and then I did listen to this song "Fall Away" with Shaddix,
Yeah.
just because I was like, I want to see what's up with this, and
Right.
it's pretty cringy.
Yeah.
Um, but without listening to a ton, I don't want to say too much, but the opening song "Gasoline," I liked it when it came out, and I still like it now.
Right.
Um, I just don't know if it's enough to get me into the whole album.
I'll probably give it like a full listen through just because. It brings me back to some like Taking Back Sunday listening. Some of that, I'm not gonna say quite emo, but you know, that post hardcore, pop punk, shit like that. Um,
Yeah.
so I'll give it the old college try. I'm in the same boat though. I haven't yet, so maybe a little bit later
Yeah.
as I'm editing, I'll be like, all right, let me see what it's all about. But
All right. We'll finally listen
you
to
know
it.
what I mean. It's all right. But yeah, it was funny
Yeah.
because as you were talking about that Fall Away, that's a song I picked to be like, oh shit, I gotta listen to at least one of these songs. And I popped it on, and I'm gonna be real, I didn't immediately recognize the name, but I saw it and I was like, who the fuck is Jacoby? Like, yeah, Papa Roach. Should have known.
Yep. You don't
And it sounded
remember
just like it.
his fucking MTV show that he had?
Nope.
Fuck, what was it called? Um Man, what was it called?
I just had it up.
Hold on, we're gonna find this out. Jacoby. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I totally knew it.
Scarred?
Scarred, yeah. Um, yeah, it was just like a fucking video where he watched people bail on fucking
Oh,
skateboards and bikes
so
and
it
shit.
was Jackass slash fuck, what is it?
Uh, Whatever that Tosh point
No,
oh
Todd.
or
Yeah, kinda.
fucking
No, I'm thinking of Rob Deerdick. What can I think of?
oh
Ridiculousness. That's what
it
it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, ridiculousness fucking ripped off Tosh point oh, but um, yeah, it's basically the same shit. It's
Right.
a guy standing in front of a green screen watching videos from the internet and reacting. Um, but it was about like extreme sports. So of course,
Right.
Jacoby's like fucking throwing up metal horns and being all edgy and um,
Yeah.
yeah, it was funny.
Okay. I gotcha. Hell yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna take over on these old releases if you don't mind. I absolutely love this next release I'm about to talk about. I don't know if that's surprising to you, Ryan, but dude, Mariachi El Bronx 4 has dropped, and I listened to from start to finish the entire album. I don't know what it is about mariachi music, but it just makes me feel so good. Um, I think, one thing that I loved about listening to this album was thinking about getting Miguel into this shit at work. Cause that's all he's playing
Yeah.
in the back, you know what I mean? His Colombian music, his mariachi, his fucking Zydeco, like whatever.
I
And
can't wait for you to offend the fuck out of him.
yeah, it's gonna be great. And maybe we dance together. We dance a little flamenco together to this. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah, on Wednesday, that's gonna be the album I listen to while I open. And the moment he comes in, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck, man? What you listen to this? Yeah, dude. Maybe you can too. Tell me what you think." But I loved. They had quite a few videos attached to, or at least a couple that I had seen. They had some videos attached to songs. Bandoleros. Oh, and this is the other thing I want to talk about. Uh, the whole rest of the album, there are two songs that are over 1K listens. Now, I don't know the exact day this dropped. Mary L. Bronx.
It dropped on February 13th.
Okay, so we've had a few days. That's fine. But yeah, every song on here. Okay, there's 3 songs. Literally the first 3 songs. Forgive or Forget, pretty good song. 536,000 on YouTube. Bandoleros, 1.1 million. Songbird, 64,000 listens. And Songbird, I think, had the best video. But from All Things all the way down, less than 1,000 plays, except for R.I.P. Romeo. So I guess 4 songs, yeah, were over 10K. But on a 12, yeah, that's just crazy to me. Um, I loved every single song on this album. I guess it kind of correlates to not necessarily how I was raised, because I was raised in white communities, unfortunately, rural Midwest. Um, which kind of I worked at a farm for a number of years, so I'd listen to their music. They would play that and enjoy it. Like I said, Miguel, he's playing it. But no, my dad worked for a hot sauce company for a number of years. And when I was like between the ages of like 4, 5, 6, 7, um, this hot sauce company that he worked for in the actual retail space, all they would play is like mariachi and zydeco music. So from a young age, like I'd been kind of listening to it, loving it. I played trumpet for a long time. It's all great music. It just makes you want to chill out, sit out on the patio with the string lights, fucking drink a Modelo, um, which I can't get enough of. I'm a huge Hey fool, it's Modelo time. It's perfect. Did you get a chance to listen to it?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've listened to it a couple times.
Nice.
Yeah, Forgive or Forget was a good one. That was the first single to come out, I believe, right?
I think so,
With
yeah.
the music video.
Yeah.
So that makes sense why it's popular, why it's so heavily played.
Yeah.
Bandoleros was a good song for sure. Songbird was good.
Yeah.
El Dorado. I also liked Gambler's Prayer a lot and El Borracho.
Yeah.
I don't. I think. I wonder what. I wonder why R.I.P. Romeo has such high
Right.
listens, but I mean it's a good song. It's just I wonder what's so special about it that
Right.
drew people to listen to that song. Either way, yeah, it was a really good album. And funny enough, actually, you should say something to Bob about it because Bob likes these guys.
Oh, really? Oh shit. All right. I will
Yeah.
definitely do that. That's hilarious. I don't know what it is about Bob, but he always fucking surprises the hell out of me. There was a moment sometime last year. I think it was a little bit after I'd moved over to the restaurant, and we're sitting there talking about shit, and then he just randomly brought up like kung fu movies and shit. And I'm like, no way. And he's listing off all these sick movies that I've seen, I own on DVD and everything, and a lot of other ones that I don't know. Um, and I was like, Bob, I never would have expected this out of you. You know what I mean? So I still have to send him
Yeah,
a
right.
list of other movies, like my collection of old school kung fu movies and shit. Um, but yeah, and now that's crazy. I'll let him know on Wednesday. Save it
Hell
from
yeah.
your meeting. Don't tell him. I'll tell him. All right.
I'm not gonna tell him none.
All right. Sick. I love that. All right, but yeah, great album. If y'all like guitars, if y'all like good music, you're gonna listen to this. All right. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yep.
We had a track released by Miss May I have not thought about these guys in so long. I was really surprised to see this. Track is called Die on the Vine. It did come with a music video. I don't know if you saw that, but it's just classic metalcore. Fucking, there's blood, there's skulls. It's a solid state
Yep.
release. Miss May I is a solid state band, so it kind of surprised me. I think they've kind of gotten away from the old Christian programming though, so I guess not so
Yeah.
surprising. It was a classic Miss May I track. I don't have anything great to say about it. I don't have anything bad to say about it either. It just kind of sat right there in the middle. It's exactly what I expected. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Nope. I'm with you.
Right.
I was never a real big fan of this band.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Hey Mister was their big one from At Heart.
Oh, oh, hey, Mister. Um, yeah, it's looking like. I'm not. I'm not sure that I'm really familiar with any of their old work.
Relentless Chaos. That's another big one. That's from their first album, Monument. Yeah, I literally only listened to those
Well,
two albums. Monument was first, and then At a Heart came out, and then I ran with At Heart for a couple of years, and then just dropped off. So,
hmm. What's up with this? There's an album called Apologies Are for the Weak, and it's got like every song has a feature on it.
huh?
It's saying it's from 2009. So that would have been their first album.
So that would have been their first. Yeah. Okay.
But it seems weird
Oh yeah.
that they,
Uh huh.
it seems weird because I mean, this is featuring some pretty fucking big bands.
Right.
Um, so I would wonder how they got away with getting all of these features. But I guess I don't know anything about this band to be honest with you guys.
Okay. Honestly,
That's
I
as
don't think they're
far as
too
I'm gonna go
bad.
with it.
I don't know. I guess I just started listening to other music or listening to some different bands. Um, I never hated them. Like I did thoroughly enjoy them. I just stopped listening to them. That's all it was. And I don't know. Maybe I should give them
Yeah.
another chance. Like they fit
Yeah, I
perfectly.
mean, Midwestern guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a Rise Records band, which is
Uh huh.
why I am familiar with them, but
Uh huh.
I'm not super familiar with their music. But yeah, I don't know. This song is fine. I'd say it's about pretty generic metalcore band.
Okay,
That's
I
all
need
I
to
got.
ask this question now that you say because I've heard different things from different people. You consider Ohio Midwest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Me too, honestly. But there's been other people I've talked to that are like, no, Ohio's not Midwest. And honestly, yeah, I think they are. That's
I
fine.
mean,
Auburn
so
Heights, dude.
the
That's Midwest emo at its not its finest, but you know what I
it
mean?
definitely not
It's
his finest.
right. It's
But
good, but yeah,
now I mean I think the area that we describe as the Midwest is funny because it's not
it's
actually the
actually closer
Midwest.
east than it is west, but that's
Right,
just me.
right. But
Yeah.
in the definition of what Midwest is, yeah, I think that these cold, depressing states in this region
Right.
uh, with pretty similar upbringings and whatnot. We're
Uh-huh.
all Midwest.
Exactly. Right.
I consider Ohio more Midwest than Iowa. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. Uh looking at that Iowa right there. Okay, so I'm looking at Google Maps right now, and the border to the left, the actual western part towards the west, the Dakotas, Nebraska, Kansas, that's our left side border. That's where it stops. The southern
Yeah,
is Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, and Ohio. We've got Indiana in there as well. Um, and then the northern states, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan. That's the circle
yeah,
of Midwest, and I think that's pretty good. Now,
right.
I don't think I've ever heard a band or anyone famous coming out of North or South Dakota ever in my life. Let's just combine those
Yeah.
two states, call it Dakota, call it a day. Let's put Puerto
I mean,
Rico
also,
as our 50th state, if I'm going to get a little
I mean,
political.
other than 311, I don't know any bands from Nebraska either.
Oh, 311? 311 came from Nebraska?
Yeah.
What? That's insane.
Omaha, Nebraska, man.
That's crazy. All right. That blows
Yeah.
my fucking mind. Um,
But yeah, that doesn't make any
yeah,
sense, right?
exactly. Right. Um, but cool. Yeah. Uh, it was an all right track by Miss May I in order to get back into business. We'll move
It's
on.
fine.
We got a track by previous vocalist Johnny Frank from Attack Attack, going by Bill Murray now. Track is called Twice. This is the second time I've listened to Bill Murray, so I think it's perfect. I don't know. I just never really got. I've known about him. He's been around at festivals I've been to. Actually, I think twice, but I never went out and saw him. That's fine. Um, this track, I'm not gonna say is weird, but he's like he kind of does like country rock, pop kind of.
I mean, to be honest, this
Uh,
sounds like everything else that I've heard from him.
right. Yeah,
Um,
like a little
which
guitar, a little
I think is
saxophone, a
I think is
little.
weird.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's weird too. I did throw this on here though. Shout out to our listener Will. If you're listening right now, I threw this on here for you because I know you like him.
Oh hell yeah. We'll see him on
But
Wednesday and see what he thinks.
yeah, Will, you got a new song out by Bill Murray, and apparently he's getting ready to drop an album on April 10th, called Kinda Hard.
Dude, and he's got the biggest hog on that single cover. I'm assuming is going to be
Yeah,
the actual album cover. Seems to be running with that quite a bit. So,
right.
yeah, dude.
Yep.
Kind of hard hog, you know what I mean?
Kind of hard coming out,
Right. Hell
kind of
yeah.
hard, kind of like me when the new Knocked Loose song drops.
There you go. Yeah, give it a listen to if you want. You think this is the track that I'm not gonna say that they were working on, but Jeremy was on? Like maybe he did some. He obviously didn't vocals, but no, it's
Um,
probably something to do with the album. Who was it? You remember? You know what I'm
I
talking about? That picture that Bill
yeah,
Murray
there
put
was
up.
like a bunch of yeah.
It's a bunch of guys
I don't
on there.
even know if that I don't know if it has any significance or not.
Okay.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that if any of those dudes were involved in this track, it would plainly state it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. We had an EP release by Guilt Trip called God Forgives. That came accompanied by a music video for Dirt and Angel Eyes. And then the track God Forgives. Great song. Honestly, great song. I feel like I was being a little dismissive. This EP was pretty fucking good. I haven't really been into Guilt Trip. Doing this podcast is the first time I've heard of them. But I threw it on as I was playing some Magic earlier, and I had to listen to it again for a second time immediately afterwards. So, real nice. What did you think?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this whole EP. The the music videos were cool. I
Mm-hmm.
checked those out first and then went back and I listened to Burn. And oh, sorry. The track Burn actually is my favorite track on the EP. Um, it's just very powerful and in your face.
Right.
And that's what I like from hardcore.
Exactly.
But yeah, I like this stuff.
Hell yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I figure honestly, while I was listening to it, I was like, this is definitely up Ryan's alley. Like, he had to have liked this. I don't know how else to think about it. So I
Yep.
love the EP cover. I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
Do we have any news about an album from them, or is it just singles and this EP until? Okay.
Nope. I think there was speculation about something new coming out
Right.
before, and I think it was this EP. So
That's fine.
we'll have to wait. We'll
Yeah.
have to wait to see if more comes out of this.
Right. Yeah. Check it out. Good EP. This next one I missed out on this entire list. I was so busy listening to Mariachi El Bronx that I didn't check it out. But we had an EP released by Human Error called Sour Chalk Water. I'm gonna pop that on while I let you talk about it for a second, Ryan. Did you listen to it?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Um, so yeah, I this is a new band for me. Just found out about them with this EP release.
Uh huh.
It's pretty genty, little shoegazy.
Okay.
Um, but I was into it enough to want to throw it on this list. I think I'm not sure what they sound like previously. I'll have to go back and listen to some of their old material and see. But I watched a music video for I believe Too Far Down to Earth. Which the beginning of this song gave me like it sounded like a new age shoegaze band covering Nirvana,
Okay.
something in the way. You know what I mean?
You wanna know? You
Just
wanna
like
know what it
the
reminds me of a little bit, and
yeah,
you're gonna love this
yeah,
plugin. I've been getting into
yeah.
this band a little bit more recently. Nothing. Sounds like Toothless Coal a
Oh
little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah, it does, and it sounds like sounds even more like Cloakroom,
Mm-hmm.
my buddy Doyle's other band,
Right.
um, that he does vocals in. Um, so yeah, similar vein, but
Right.
yeah, it sounds a little bit more like his full time project. I did laugh a little bit when I went to go look these guys up on Title,
Uh-huh.
and it normally says like 2,000 fans or
Uh-huh.
50,000 fans or whatever. This
Right.
says human error, one fan.
Dang. On
They have
YouTube,
one.
I've got
Yeah,
15 subscribers on YouTube for these guys, so they're kind of fresh. They're a little bit newer.
yeah. Well, guess what, guys? You now have 2 followers on Title,
Yeah.
and I'm one of them.
Exactly. I love that. I love that.
Just building people up,
You know what I mean?
building
Hell
people
yeah.
up in the scene.
Right.
I am curious. There's a good amount of material here on Title for these guys, and I wonder what is actually these guys and what is mislabeled. And I don't know if I'm going to find that answer out right now while we're talking. So,
Okay.
um, yeah, because it looks like
I've got 10 tracks on YouTube spread out between like 3-ish EPs. There's Human Error, the self-titled. There's the December 2024 promo, and then Sour Chalk Water. It's got a few songs on it,
okay.
so
Yeah, I think there is another human error band
okay.
that is a punk rock band from Sweden. So either way, go check out the American Human Error shoegazy gent band.
They're pretty good.
They're good.
Right. All right.
They're
Now,
good.
these are a couple of tracks that I threw on. Oh my god, I'm putting in so much effort to this podcast. I
Yeah,
caught this.
I'm proud of you. Are you proud of yourself?
I am. I really am, dude.
Are
I was
you?
typing in
Good.
this next one, and I'm like, Man, Ryan's gonna be so happy. I'm fucking pitching in a little bit instead of just run
You did it.
right. Instead of letting him shoulder all this shit. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But we did have a new single release by a band I mentioned earlier. Excuse me, almost. Corrosion of Conformity dropped a song, Gimme Some Mooer. It is going to be a part of a double album releasing on April 3rd called Good God, Bad Man. This single, Gimme Some Mooer, features vocals from Al Jorgensen from
Yeah,
Ministry
from
and
Ministry.
and Madonna's guitarist Monty Pittman. I love these guys. I can't get enough of Corrosion. I have their first album. I think it was their first one. Animosity on vinyl. I got that from good old Tom at Tom's Record Bin in what was it? Hobart, Indiana. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for playing Dio when I walked in. I appreciate that. You knew exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, it's looking like the first album. We've had two pretty recent releases from these guys. This one being the most recent, but we got Fire and Water. That was a cover. Who the fuck was that? I don't know if I talked about it when it came out, but and then this one. Honestly, solid track. Corrosion, as I don't know if everybody listens to them, anybody listens to them. They went from like real thrash, kind of hardcorey, to more kind of like southern drawl blues metal, and I like both eras. The first song I ever listened to by these guys was Albatross, which is kind of their foray into that, southern bluesy kind of stuff.
Yep.
It's got a good sound. It's got a good chug. I'm gonna be checking out this album when it comes out for sure. Did you get a chance to listen to it before we started recording?
I did, and I'm listening
Oh,
to it for a second time now.
nice.
And yeah, I think fucking really good track overall.
Yeah.
You hit that nail on the head with the southern blues twang
Yep.
to it at the beginning, especially with that first little riff there, but it draws out for the whole track.
Exactly.
But yeah, southern blues, punk, a little bit of metal mixed in. I dig it.
Right. So yeah, I'll be seeing I think on this track they were playing it. I'd looked it up. I was reading up some news on it. They had a 7-inch vinyl release for it. Let me see if I can find that again. I want news. Damn it. Oh yeah, new single. All right, let's see what we got. Get out of here. Features. That's not it. Yeah, if I'm correct in what I'm talking about, announcement forthcoming. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else on it, but it sounds like they dropped a 7-inch for it, and then they'll have their album pretty soon. So, I'm buying it. That's for sure. Shameless plug. Moving on though, I'm also very excited to talk about this one. Waves. Oh my God, we were just talking about them too. Release a new super short track. I put it on, not looking at the actual track time, and it ended before it even began. It's 43 seconds long. It's a song called Bozo. And just earlier today, I realized, as I was watching some other music videos, and this came on my list, they dropped a video for this one, and it looks like it has Travis Barker and I don't know if it's Tom or anything, but a guy who looks like Travis Barker and a guy who kind of looks like, I don't know, Tom or the lead vocalist of Waves, uh, chilling in like some basement. They pop on the PS1 and then they get transported into it. And it's, I don't know, it's a despite its short time. It's a fast track. It's a good sound. And then like I said, it's over before you want it to. So, what'd you think?
Yep. I like the song.
Hell yeah.
I wish there was more of it, but solid fucking pop punk track.
Right.
Yeah, I love the music video. It looks like shit, but in a really awesome way.
Exactly. Right.
Um,
It's perfect.
yeah, it just brings me back to my childhood of
Right.
VHSs and CD players and shit. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I figured when I
But
typed
yeah,
all
all in
that in,
all,
I figured you'd like that. So,
what? Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I checked out the track, and was happy about that too. And then I saw that you said that there was a music video. I was like, I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah.
I
Some
might
time.
not have if it was longer than 42 seconds, but I was like, I can fit
Right.
that in.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, hopefully we can get a new. I mean, we just got Spawn last year. And that was a big contender for my album of the year. So we got
Yeah.
probably this year for them to make a couple more singles, tour a little bit on Spun some more, and then new album maybe next year. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
I have been noticing, I don't know if you have too, but there's been a lot of bands that have been dropping singles from albums that were released last year. I don't know if that's been showing up on Tidal at all. YouTube Music has been. I'll go to new releases to try and catch up on some stuff, or catch some new things as they come along. But uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what it is, but I saw that Psychedelic Porn Crumpets had Bowling for Tim, or Bowling with Tim, be released as a single from their album that came out last year, Pogo Rodeo. There was another band, and that's when I noticed it. Fuck, what was it? No, no. I guess I can't find it now. It was a band we've talked
Damn.
about before, and I was just like, why is that being released as a single now? I was like, I've already heard the album like 10 times. Like, what the that's not them. Yeah, I can't find it now, but yeah, I just been maybe it's to get can be a contender for next year's Grammys or something. I don't know. Or like with Psychedelic Porn Crumpets stuff, the
Right.
IRA awards, the Australian industry
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I don't know, but yeah, I just thought that was weird. So,
Yeah. I have no idea. I haven't seen any of that.
okay. All right.
But
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
let's see. Fucking all right, let's see. Moving on to some artist news. We got quite a bit today
Yeah.
to get through. So let's get a moving. First things first, AEW star Roderick Strong crossed over into the metal world last month during one of their events in Mexico City. He opened up the night walking out to a victim, a target by Misery Signals, which
Oh
is
yeah.
off of the band's 2004 debut album of Malice and the Magnum Heart. Um, he would go on to win the match, which makes sense because you walk out to a song like that, you're about to beat down. But for a little context, AEW is a wrestling league. I'm not super familiar with wrestling in general,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the All Elite Wrestling League out of
Yep.
Jacksonville, Florida. Um, I'm not sure what their talent looks like, but okay. Looks like okay. So the chief brand officer of the league is the wife of Cody Rhodes, who's a big WWE guy right now.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't really know much outside of that. But that's pretty cool that one of their dudes is walking out to a fucking metalcore song,
Yeah,
dude.
right.
I'm here with it. And I love that album. So good. That track is pretty fucking iconic too. It was like Misery Signal's like first big song.
Oh yeah,
Um, which isn't saying much because they're a metalcore band, so how big could they possibly be? But
right.
um this was a song.
Chris Jericho's
Uh
AEW. You're
I'm
not
gonna have
really
to
not
Google
that.
this.
Damn. All right. That's crazy. That I'm not saying I know more than you, but yeah, he was a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
For a while in WWE. I
I
think it was
have no
WCW.
yeah, I have no idea who this is. Um I have heard the name before. I just
Yeah.
don't know what he looks like. I'm looking at his face right now, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't
Okay.
recognize the guy. But that's cool. I'm gonna be completely honest with you right now. I have never been a fan of wrestling in any way, shape, or
What?
form.
All
Ne,
right.
like I even in the late '90s when like Stone Cold Steve Austin
That's the
and
bottom line,
shit
right? Come on.
when he was fucking busting off. I didn't like it
Right.
back then. I thought
Do you know who
I
Sting
I thought
is?
it was stupid. Yeah, oh yeah,
NWO, like all that. Come on, yeah. Goldberg, Booker T, fucking.
yeah, yeah.
You're gonna love
I
this
know who
one.
all those guys are.
AEW has the Butcher. You know who he is, right? He's the ex guitarist of
Um.
Every Time I Die.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Well,
Uh.
they also have another person that I do know, but I don't want to talk about it anymore
All
because
right.
we're going to talk about it later.
Exactly. All right. That's fine.
But that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Fucking, he was one of the twins, right?
Uh.
One of the brothers or whatever.
I don't think so. No.
No.
You talk
Oh,
about the
okay.
Butcher? No, I think he was just kind of
Yeah, he was a
standalone.
standalone.
Yeah. Andy.
Gotcha.
Andy Williams.
Andy, yeah, he was a pretty intimidating looking guy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he didn't. I don't think he had anybody
All right.
he's related to. But yeah, very
Well,
intimidating looking guy for sure.
yeah, and he kind of stopped with Every Time I Die and went
He
on
was
to
I
just
think he was the only one who didn't move on to playing music anymore just so he could focus on his
right.
wrestling career. You know, Keith went to
Yeah.
Many Eyes and then everybody else it sounds like went on to Better Lovers, so
Yep. Well, and then they got Will Putney, so obviously
yeah, right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, in other news, the RX Bandits are teasing something, and that something seems to be most likely what I've been able to figure out with my journalism skills is that they are they're seemingly teasing the 20-year anniversary of their 2006 album and the battle begun in a post on Instagram. The post states, and the battle begun, coming to you live soon, news on Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
um so that's exciting. For those of you that don't know, the RX Bandits are the band behind The Sound of Animals Fighting. They're the music side of that band, and you can definitely hear it in their music. Um, but yeah, this album turns 20, and it sounds like I don't know if we're getting maybe a tour behind this, or maybe they're doing one big show. Not sure, but if you would like to know, you should follow them on Instagram, and they'll let you know on Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
I was never a big fan of this band, but I do like the Sound of Animals Fighting a lot.
I feel like they popped on.
Um,
I can't think of any songs by them, but I feel like they popped onto some playlists here and
yeah,
there, or maybe a festival or a concert or something. I can't. I can't put
Right.
anything to them though, but I can put the name like visually to like I've seen them. I've seen something about them before, so that's
Yeah.
it's crazy to me.
Well, they were reputable enough to gather attention from Anthony Green back in the
Right.
day in the height of his career in
Exactly.
order to get him involved. So
Right.
they're doing something right.
Yeah, I gotta say, I absolutely love their
Um,
first album cover. I'm looking on YouTube right now. When they were called the Pharmaceutical Bandits. It's all anime and shit, and that's super cool. So it's called These Damn
they
Bandits.
were they were called the Pharmaceutical Bandits.
Yeah, you know that's what RX stands for, right? Like pharmacy.
No, I do know that that's what that stands for, but that
Okay.
is hilarious.
Yeah. I had to look up their Wikipedia. I'm like, all right, how do you pronounce this? And it looks like now it's yeah, it's the RX Bandits, but used to be yeah, the Pharmaceutical Bandits. So
He said, "You know that's what that stands for, right?
come on.
What do you think I am, a fucking idiot?"
You're from Indiana, so I'm sorry, but I can only assume. We've talked about this, man. You can't
Damn.
read, all right?
Damn,
I gave
that's
Josh some
rough.
shit. So, come on, man. You guys are always giving me shit. I gotta get my licks off when I can. I was giving Josh shit. If you're listening to this, I love you, bro, but I gotta talk about this. This was a couple weeks ago, but we were talking about how he's from fucking Portage. And I was like, yeah, you guys didn't have the Kalamazoo promise. You guys had the Portage promise. I promise we can't read. So, say we'll get that
Burn.
out. Yeah, right?
That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Well, we all look dumb, don't we?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. Josh and I might not know how to read, but we got pretty big Weno types.
I don't know. I'm the older twin. I think I got all the Weno types. Sorry, Jordan.
Oh man, dude, he's gonna send me so many reels making fun of you.
Probably. He'll send me them too at the same time. Don't worry.
Perfect. Well, then I can laugh at you with him.
Hell yeah. As a team.
um. Well, in other news, uh, after celebrating their 30th anniversary last year, Washington D.C. metal outfit uh, Darkest Hour has begun working on their 11th studio album, which will serve as a follow up to 2024's Perpetual Terminal. The new effort could signal a quick could signal a return to quicker turnaround times for the band following a nearly 7-year gap between 2017's Godless Prophets and the Migrant Flora and the last album that they had. Um, I love these guys a lot. But I don't really know if I need any more music from them, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
They're definitely not a band where I'm like, man, I really fucking hope they come out with a new album, but I am
Right.
sure happy about it when they do.
Hell yeah.
You familiar with this band at all, Tyler?
I'm trying to look at some of these albums. I can't say that I am, honestly. Maybe I'm looking at Dark or excuse me, Deliver Us, but
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna
thinking
say
it just looks
that one.
like Baroness or something. I feel like that's what I'm thinking of because that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, could be. Their 2005 album Undoing Ruin was the big one for me.
Okay.
Um, with a handful of the tracks on there. These guys were on Victory Records too, I believe.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I've talked about it in the past on the show, but
Yeah.
like back when I was in high school, Victory Records was like putting a really big push with their record label. Like I would get a lot of fucking teaser CDs and shit. They were
Right.
always out at random shows in the Chicagoland area, shoving flyers in people's faces.
Yep.
Um, and I remember them being on a one of the music video compilation discs or whatever that I got, and I fucking loved them. And yeah, they're just fucking super solid.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check them out.
I was
Any playlist that I feel like I would have listened to them and putting them on right now, like just classic metalcore. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
They've definitely popped into a playlist once or twice, but not enough to really garner my attention. It's not bad.
yeah, yeah. Um, sorry, I was trying to go back and like look at. I was reading through some Victory Record shit, see if
Hell
I
yeah.
could get any memories.
Right.
But what else we got? Oh yeah, Australian melodic hardcore band Bloom have been featured on the latest Audio Tree live studio performance release. The band visited Chicago's Audio Tree headquarters back in November of 2025, and we're getting that set now.
Hell yeah.
And it's pretty good. I don't know this band. So just learning about them from this Audio Tree drop, which I fucking love because I found quite a bit of new music from these live sets.
Right.
But yeah, I thought this was a good one. I watched almost the whole video. I think I might have missed the last couple tracks. But you can watch it on YouTube for free, or they also released this set on streaming.
Nice.
So you can check it out that way if you want.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Either way, these guys are good.
Yeah. I popped them on a little bit earlier. I wasn't able to watch the whole video, but I watched at least half of it. And like I said, with Darkest Hour, like kind of metalcore-y, some clean vocals, some slower shoegazy parts, like some heavier, faster instances. They're not bad. I don't know if I'm gonna go
Yeah.
out of my way to like be their number one fan, but I won't be mad if they pop on my playlist for sure.
Oh yeah. God damn it. I just clicked out of I was listening to music and then I just clicked out of my title page. Here we go. Back where I left off.
Hell yeah.
Like nothing happened. Well, yeah, go check that out. We had some drama this past week
Yeah.
between with Slaughter to Prevail and Behemoth. They had planned live performances in Istanbul, Turkey, but have reportedly been banned by local authorities following some public pushback. Officials cited conflicts with societal values as the reason for scrapping both shows. Um, Slaughter to Prevail was due to perform one night with Behemoth scheduled the following night at the Zorlu Performing Arts Center. Their Istanbul's governor shared a statement saying no activity that corrupts society in Istanbul has ever been permitted up to this day and will not be permitted in the future either. While Behemoth's long-standing satanic imagery was referenced in local criticism, Slaughter to Prevail were also swept up in the decision, despite lacking similar themes. The Russian deathcore outfit, fronted by Alex Terrible, pushed back against the claims surrounding this, um, responding via social media. Alex Terrible stated, I have no clue what they're saying. We are Slaughter to Prevail, not Slidden to Prevail. I don't know what that means. Also, we are not satanic. We are brutal death metal band. I personally will go to Valhalla after I die. Our guitarist probably will go to hell because he's an Orthodox Christian. Turkey's people, I love you and respect your country and religion views, but don't call me satanic.
Yeah.
So, um, I thought the little comment about his guitarist going to hell for being an Orthodox
Yeah. We're
Christian
gonna
was
go
hilarious.
wherever's appropriate. Don't worry, guys. But
Yeah.
I
Right.
my favorite part was like
Um,
I know I'm going to Valhalla. Okay. I
yeah.
thought that was pretty funny.
That
So that's
is
crazy
funny.
though, to get a whole like country's government to be like, you know what? Nah. And it makes me wonder like why it took so long to cancel those
Right.
concerts, because they had to have had them scheduled months in advance. And then the day
Yeah.
before, 2 days before, they're like, no, we're good. Now, I know that um uh legal matters can take weeks, months, at a time to actually be dealt with, but that's just insane to me that nope, this is when we're gonna nix it. So
Yeah. I don't think that there were any sort of government dealings in this situation. I'm pretty sure that they were like, nope, they're not playing.
right,
I'm sure it just probably took a little while for the grumblings to surface to the powers that be.
right,
But it's no surprise that this happened. Turkey is a Middle Eastern country, and the Middle East is definitely known for not taking too kindly to open speech from time to time.
yeah,
Although, seems like a beautiful place. They just don't want you to talk about certain things.
yeah. It's
They have
fun.
delicious cigarettes, though.
What cigarettes are
Um,
you talking about?
I don't know. Turkish
Oh, Turkish. Yeah.
tobacco is
Okay. All right. Fair. Fair.
yeah.
Fair. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so that's sucks for all the people in Turkey that were excited to see Slaughter to Prevail and Behemoth, but you're gonna have to go to a different country because your country will not let them play. In the last little bit of news that I will be discussing before I take a little break. And the reason why I told you earlier to stop talking about AEW wrestlers is because we got some news outside of uh, Roderick Strong's use of Misery Signal songs.
Hell yeah.
Um, God Hates vocalist Brody King, who is also a professional wrestler in the AEW, um, has brought back his Abolish ICE shirts
Hell yeah.
on his website, with the proceeds being donated to Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee. Um, Most recently, Brody was seen on the stage with the crowd starting a "fuck ICE" chant
Nice.
during Brody's event matchup. So that was cool that we saw some support on his side. There was a little bit of drama that I didn't bring up on the show, but I do remember there being some people that were upset that were kind of saying that the AEW was purposely not bringing Brody King back because of his stance against ICE. They apparently came out and they released a statement basically saying that that's not the case. They have nothing against Brody King and anything that he has to say, and that he's not being blackballed. He just wasn't scheduled for a fight apparently. So
Sure.
he's back. He's got his Abolish ICE shirts that you can go get if you want to
Nice.
support the
I
Minnesota
gotta see
Immigrant
these.
Rights Action Committee.
And God's
They're
Hate
pretty
is
cool.
the band that we were just talking about this. Colin Young, um,
Yep,
from
from
Hardlore and
Hardlore.
also Twitching Tongues, yes, is a part of that
Yep.
band. So that's cool.
Yeah, they're really good. I like them a lot. They only have one album out from 2021, but it's really good.
Hell yeah.
Also, Brody King looks like a terrifying human
Yeah.
being to cross paths with.
Oh, damn. Where's he selling those shirts at? Because I went to on one website. Let me see. Shirt.
I found him earlier.
Oh, here. It's saying there's the Edgeman or Edgeman store. He's on that, but I'm not seeing anything on there. There's a
I'll
couple
find it
other
for you.
things.
Hold
It's
on.
like an old English.
Doom, doom. Yeah, I had to go throw some God's Hate on now
Hell yeah.
because it's so good. What the fuck? Okay, here it is. Finding the website right now. Yeah, it's on edgemanstore.com, but for some reason it's not taking me.
Yeah, it's not showing up. They must have taken it down. Or like the pre-order sold or something.
That's so weird because I was literally just on here earlier looking at it and it was there. All right, well, I'm gonna do a little bit of little more research if you want to take over.
I would love to. We had an announcement from Melvins and Napalm Death. They are releasing a sorry, I got a good buzz on. Collaborative
Uh,
album, Savage Imperial Death March. Will be releasing on April 10th via Ipecac Recordings. Along with the announcement, the bands shared the single "Tossing Coins into the Fountain of Fuck." Sorry, Ma, you told me to keep it clean tonight. I didn't. Um, the album was recorded at the Melvins Los Angeles studio with Buzz and Dale Crover, joined by Napalm Death's Barney Greenway, Shane Embury, and John Cook. Shane had shared, "I have loved the Melvins forever." Me too, Shane. And their outlook on music. "A chance to make an album of eclectic music madness with them was truly an honor and a whole lot of fun," which is surely the whole point. I think so too. Let's do another one soon. Osborne had offered Napalm Death are one of my favorite bands. Look at these guys circle jerking each other. One of my favorite bands ever. It was an absolute pleasure and a dream come true to do this collaboration with them. We wrote songs together. I would write a riff and we would learn it and record it right there. They wrote stuff and we would learn it immediately as well. It was a truly 50-50 partnership. And then Greenway shared, "Funny how life turns out sometimes. Collecting hard to find Melvins at 7 inches on Bleecker Street in '89, and then touring twice and doing an album with them within the following 35 years. Had a great time with it all, and nice to work with fellow travelers in the Melvins who also couldn't care about pandering to demographics. I felt myself almost babbling lyrically during the recording, and that alone made for very fun recording times." I can't say that. I don't know. Napalm Death. I know I've listened to them before, but I can't put any songs. Yeah, yeah, On the Brink of Extinction. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've heard these guys. I've listened to them. I know of them, but it was one of those song titles. Can't think of any. Melvins, love
yeah.
them, dude. The
Yep.
fact that these guys got together, this is kind of cool. Like Melvins have always been like, I'm not gonna say kind of reined in, but they had like a heavy sound, but not quite like thrashy. A little bit more grunge. When you think of Melvins, you kind of think of like Nirvana and shit like that. A little bit slower but heavy.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm gonna be real. I did not listen to this song yet, but I need to. To the
Um,
fountain. Did you?
It was good.
Okay.
It was it was I mean, I was trying to think about how you could mix Melvins and Napalm Death.
Uh-huh.
Um and I was like, this seems kind of weird.
Right.
Like obviously both bands are really good in their own right.
Right.
But they are
But
quite different.
together, right,
Um
exactly.
so I was a little like, what's gonna happen? Um
Apprehensive of it. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that word, apprehensive. But I started listening to it and I was like, all right, I get it. It was a good track. Powerful, more powerful than what you would normally expect from the Melvins. Um, but not as heavy as you would expect from Napalm Death.
Right.
They met in the middle and it's real nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I popped it on real quick and that's exactly how I describe it. It's not too heavy, not too fast, not too slow, not too boring. You know what I mean? It's the perfect melding.
Yep.
So
It
yeah,
jams.
we've got we've got a little bit more than a month. Almost 2 months for this to come out, but yeah, I will definitely be listening to it. Probably buying it when it comes out just because I need to get that um collection up. In
Right.
other news, we have gotten a trailer from Bring Me the Horizon for their live event in Sao Paulo. Their live immersive virtual experiment. It will be in theaters on March 25th and March 28th. I doubt that we'll get anything here next nearby. I don't think Celebration's going to have it, but
Probably
hey,
not.
maybe it'll
Yeah.
show in Chicago or something like that. This
Yeah.
was recorded on November 30th in 2024, so it's been a while. At their concert at Allianz Parque in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It will have a physical release on the same day as Melvin's Napalm Death comes out, April 10th. We will have it on DVD, CD, and vinyl. Uh,
That's pretty cool.
I didn't see the trailer. I'm gonna look it up now.
There's not much. There's
Yeah.
not much to it.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I
Well,
mean,
there
it's
better not
basically
be too
just
much to it,
fucking.
because then you're just gonna give away the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's a trailer,
Yeah, you see Ollie on stage, you see crowd.
right?
There's not really any music to it. So
So
not much
some.
to it. It was
I'm
just
looking. I'm
like,
scrubbing
hey,
through it
this is coming
now,
out.
looking at like the back screen, you know, that they have the
Yeah.
weird AI fucking. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is all classic. Bring Me the Horizon at this point. So,
Right.
all right.
Yeah. I don't know what they mean by live immersive virtual experiment. I wonder if there's anything to that or if this is just a fancy way of saying here's a live album. But
Right.
I don't
No, I
know.
think it
I
has
I
to do
really
with the actual like recording and you being there kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like a 4D
yeah.
theater, like they've got like or like the sphere, you know, they got the wind and the wetness and the smells and everything. I feel like it had a lot to do with just physically being there, you know what I mean? I don't know how much they're going to do with the
Yeah.
actual recording and what they're showing. I don't think it's going to go that far,
With the theater.
obviously, but you'll at
Yeah.
least get to see some of it. So
Nice.
that'd be my
Yeah,
guess.
I'm sure I'm sure this isn't going to be shown anywhere near us, but I don't know if I'd even want to go see it in theaters. Would you want to
Yeah,
go see?
I don't know. I've been trying to get to the theater more, so maybe like if it were close enough, like
I
maybe up in Kalamazoo, down in South
I
Bend.
could
Like
see
I'm not driving to
I could see
Chicago for
like
that.
a no, no. I could see like a drive-in movie theater where you got some room to like stand up, mingle around and shit.
Right.
But like at a movie theater like Celebration Cinema where like you just have rows of seats, what am I gonna do? Sit down with my popcorn and watch a concert?
Yeah, it does seem kind of weird in the
Nah.
grand scheme of things. I kind of agree with you on that. Um
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I don't even think I'd want to fucking like buy it on CD, DVD. I'm not that into like this is going kind of back into the conversation we've had about live music, live vinyls in my mind suck. Like I would just rather listen to the master recording, the actual audio version of it. But like a live video, like we see with Audio Tree, like we see with KEXP, I guess this, stuff on Veeps. That's cool because you're actually viewing it. You know what I mean? You get to see the energy, you get to see all that, the pyrotechnics,
Yeah.
the things that they put on the back screens. Um, I don't know. I feel like this would have been a moment that you should have been there for. You know what I mean? I can't
Yeah.
imagine spending money on buying the DVD of it for whatever reason. I don't know. Seems
Yeah.
like a
I don't know. If you're a big fan of the band and you just want
yeah.
any piece of, media that these guys
Right.
have, like I
Yeah.
could see that for sure.
Right.
Um, and I'm not even against the live video itself. I don't see it making sense being in a normal theater.
Yeah.
Like if you were to I could even see this making more sense if you were to play it at on a a projector screen or something like at the salt shed or something like that,
Right.
where like
An
you
IMAX
could
theater, I think that'd be cool with that like extended screen and surround sound
right.
kind of thing. Like, I could
Yeah.
see that,
I'm just
but
thinking
a regular
I'm just
ass
thinking
theater.
somewhere yeah, somewhere with a mix of seating and standing room because like who the fuck wants to just like sit and watch a concert? You know what I mean?
We're over 30,
Handicap
man.
people.
I don't know if you've been I feel like the concerts you've been going to the last few years, like we've always got general admission. I've been to in the past couple years, two concerts where I bought seated tickets. One was actually at the Gojira Mastodon concert. We didn't spend the money on pit tickets. We got like a section close enough to the stage and the pit and everything. I gotta say, I was pretty happy to have a seat because if I if I don't have a choice, my body can be like, all right, you're standing the whole fucking time, deal with it. But if I have a seat available to me, I will, okay? My legs get tired. I don't want to stand all fucking night. That's about where I'm at. So
M-
I can sit down and
My
watch a
thoughts on the
concert.
situation. My thoughts on the situation are I understand that it's probably situational.
Yeah.
Like certain bands lean more towards being able to sit and watch than other bands.
Right.
But the way that I think about shit is
Hmm.
if the cheapest tickets aren't the pit,
Right.
I don't need to be at that show.
All right. That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if like in the situation where it's like let's just say Taylor Swift, where the closer you get, the more expensive it is.
Uh-huh.
I don't need to be there,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. I think
Like
it's
the
ridiculous
show
that you're charging more for pit than you would. You know what I mean? That seems like an
right,
ass backwards kind of situation. Like if I'm standing, I'm paying the least amount of money. And honestly, that was the
right.
first time I'd seen a ticket price like that. Like, yeah, you want to get up in the pit. Granted, you're closer to the stage, fine, but no, it should be balcony and seated tickets are more expensive, and pit is for us poor people. That's how it's always worked.
Well,
Why change it?
yes, to a certain degree, I can agree with you.
Okay.
For some of the like big legacy bands, I get it. Like if you want to go see Metallica and you want to get down in the pit, like
Yeah.
that's like an experience that you're probably not going to get the chance to take advantage of
Exactly.
again.
Right.
And that's like a legendary moment for you to
Right.
say that you were in the pit for
Yeah.
Metallica.
Right.
So in that situation, I get it, but that's also the opposite of what I was just saying. I'm contradicting myself by saying that if I were to go to see Metallica, I wouldn't pay the extra money to go sit in the pit because one, I don't really care that much, but
Mhm.
two, they fucking suck now. So who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Yeah, fuck you.
but to be honest with you, I hate saying fuck you just because they're
Alright,
old, but
yeah.
Um, but come on, let's be honest. The the high energy juices have been fucking burnt up a long time ago with that
Yeah,
band, you know what I mean?
exactly.
But yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I'm not sitting.
All right, that's fair. We'll go ahead and move on so we don't make fun of Metallica all night and get everyone to hate us. We got an audio tree release from their From Nothing. I feel like we've had a From Nothing on our artist news every week for the past like 2 months.
Every week,
I
yeah.
love that. That's so cool. Hey, you guys are super close to us, audio tree. Maybe throw us a couple tickets. I mean, let's see this shit. We're 2 hours away, not even. But Thrice showed up on their From Nothing series. They played 4 tracks from their 2025 album Horizons West. I caught a little bit of it. Classic From Nothing. They're all just standing there, locking eyes with each other, really exploring their sounds. The parts that I did catch were the songs. I did not see the interviews because I don't really listen to Thrice that often. Sometimes, but not often.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I listened to all the songs. I there had to have been some sort of interview going on. I didn't listen to that. But I also didn't wasn't like a giant fan of Horizons West. Um Obviously I remember it coming out and I listened to it when it first came out. And but like I've never really been like a giant Thrice fan in general. They were pretty big in the emo screamo scene um back in the day, but they just weren't a band that I really like dug a ton.
Right.
But the songs that I watched off of this were pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Keep it going, Audio Tree. We love you guys. You're giving us content to always talk about, so I appreciate that.
Yes.
Let's see, we got a 7-minute mini documentary titled "The Paradox of Progress" from While She Sleeps. While we've been anticipating new music, I don't know if we've been anticipating it, but people have.
Some people.
The clip that a little clip that we got from it looks back at their trajectory, and the toll that the road has taken throughout the years. It outlines the sacrifices and damage incurred throughout years of relentless album cycles and touring, with the band acknowledging the years of relentless album cycles and touring, what it's done to them, and that they've endured. As a result, they have announced plans to take an extended break from touring. It's going to allow them the time to just kind of kick back, recalibrate, focus on what they want to do next and what kind of album we get from them. If we do, I don't know. Some of these extended hiatuses could mean that's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of scrubbed through a little
Yeah.
bit just so I had a visual, and I kind of like how they did it.
Yeah.
Like, there's that
Me
like
too.
old school kind of like recording feel to it. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know. I love that
The style.
imagine seeing things on like a CRT television. It just brings nostalgia
Yep.
and a lot
Yep.
of good memories. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I watched the whole 7 minute
Hell yeah!
video. Just wanted to see what
Right.
they were saying. But yeah, I also was a real big fan of the imagery and everything behind it. I thought it was produced really well, so it kept me watching. But it it did really hit home. They were talking about basically like the amount of work and effort that they've had to put into um, building the band up, and from the moment that they started picking up steam, how crucial it was for them to stay active and remain relevant in the scene. Um, and they were talking about how proud they were that their name kept like rising up um, on festival bills and stuff like that, getting higher and higher up on the flyers. So that's obviously super awesome, but
Right.
it also sounds like there's been some mental and physical issues resulting in the constant state of touring, which, as we know, can be pretty difficult on a band. Um, I mean, anybody who's spent more than 8 hours in a vehicle knows how awful that is. And then um, take into account that you're unloading, setting up, playing, which is hard. Then you're breaking down, loading back up,
Yeah.
traveling. Like it's no joke. And one thing that I did like was that at the towards the end of the video, somebody in the video says, um, notes that he's like, all these bands are doing all these singles, and it makes us feel like we have to continuously be pushing music out to keep up with everybody else, even though nobody said that that's what they wanted. Um, and I was like, yeah, exactly. None of us did say that we wanted more singles. Somebody started doing it.
Exactly. And now
And
that's where we're at.
yeah.
You know?
Um, but I mean, that kind of like goes into like a little bit of a rant about like, it's like everybody's suggestion when it comes to how to make this show better
Oh,
is like everyone's like, oh, make it shorter, post more, make it
right.
shorter, post
Yeah.
more.
Exactly.
It's like, just because you fucking people don't have the attention span to give something more than 5 minutes worth of thought doesn't
Right.
mean that we should dumb down the entire world
Exactly.
um, to make things easier to digest.
Right.
You know, we're
Yeah.
dumbing ourselves down
That sucks. We're already dumb enough, all right? Come on, guys. Cut us some slack.
for
But
real.
right. This one I absolutely loved. I saw a little bit of it. Reading through some news, but uh here's a little not screen grab, but quote pulled from where we pulled it from. But for better or worse, Ian Fidance has let the cat out of the bag before anyone else got to announce it. Jesus Christ, man. Let the cat out of the bag that Hatebreed are re-recording their 1996 EP Under the Knife, alongside them doing their 9th studio album. He was speaking on his podcast, Being Ian, with Jordan. Finance said the band had invited him to do some guest gang vocals. This is a direct quote shared from him. Saturday, I went to New Haven and sang gang vocals with Hatebreed on their two new albums, in a recording studio with Jamie and Larry and Wayne, the two original guitarists on Under the Knife. Larry played guitar with Death Threat on their demo, and I was geeking out. Ian, I would have been geeking out too. That sounds fucking awesome. We sing our gang vocals.
Right.
And then, yeah, it just goes on and says that they're redoing all these things. Redoing, re-releasing, re-recording, redoing. When I looking at it, he was on, what is this?
The
Josh
emo's
Peck.
not dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Josh Peck was on this episode.
Oh, I don't know.
Something about childhood
I
dreams.
caught I caught this from a news article, so I didn't actually
Okay.
see the episode. Um,
Yeah, it looks like they pulled him up
but
on FaceTime and they're talking to him about stuff.
oh, interesting.
So, but yeah,
Yeah,
way to go, Ian. That's all I gotta
yeah,
say about it.
yeah. Ian's a cool dude. I've been watching his stuff for a little while.
Yeah.
He he was just recently on that Emo's Not Dead tour, the cruise ship that
Yeah. That the
there were a
guitarist
bunch of
from
bands on.
Devil Wears Prada got in a fight with the guy about fucking
Yeah.
elbowing a
Yep.
chick.
Uh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Ian did some comedy sets on that cruise, so that
Hell
was
yeah.
cool. I would have loved to see that. He's also remember when I was talking to you and Josh about the video of the dudes deadlifting in the fucking driveway,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I sent it to you guys?
Yeah. Right.
The little guy in
Is
the
Ian.
video,
Uh
that's Ian.
huh.
Yep.
Right. Hell yeah.
Um, so yeah, that he's a funny guy.
Yeah, I've seen
But
clips of his stuff. If I might kind of go back against what we were just saying on the last little bit, my short attention span does not garner enough attention for the whole podcast, and I should. I really do try. As a guy who records a podcast, I know as a guy who listens to podcasts, sometimes it's hard, But please listen to our full podcast and give us a little viewing time. Yeah. But I've been following Ian for a little bit, and I think he's pretty fucking funny. So, um,
yeah,
the fact that he's finally showed up on our podcast, with a little point, I love that, dude. So.
hell yeah. Yeah. I will say, even though my attention span's not the greatest, um, I have been watching some multi-hour podcasts lately and
Hell
finishing
yeah.
them.
Nice.
So if I can do it,
Uh-huh.
anybody
You
can
guys
do it.
can too. I'll tell you, Hard Lore is super easy to watch. I will watch a full fucking episodes of that shit. Maybe just because it gives me a
Agreed.
little bit more. I'm gonna use this word, and it may sound weird, but like intimacy with certain band members.
Oh
Get a
yeah,
lot of
for sure.
story from like their past. The first Hard Lore, and it I guess took forever for me to get into those guys. Having the first one I saw was the Davey Havoc interview that they did, and that shit was like 3.5 hours long, and they broke it up into
Yeah,
two parts. That Anthony Green one was pretty fucking dope. But
yeah,
it's nice to see. I kind of like that when you get a little bit more history, you know, involved. Those seems good. It seems like with Ian's, like he's usually got a couple other people involved, and I think things kind of bounce around a little bit more.
right.
Whereas with the hard lore,
It's a
they're
comedy
focused
podcast.
on exactly, Whereas with hard lore, like it's a little bit more tunnel visioned and narrowed down
Focused.
into, hey, we're gonna talk about your band, your experience, your history, and
Right.
either how we correlate to that, what we remember, and what we want to know about. They ask the questions that I want to ask. So pretty cool.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't even know why I didn't put this on here. I'm a fucking idiot. But we were talking about hard lore a
Yeah,
little bit. We brought him up a couple times throughout
yeah,
this fucking episode, actually. Um, but yeah, you turned me on to this podcast, and I just recently watched the whole episode of hard lore with Randy Blythe
yeah.
from Lamb of God,
Right.
which came out 4 days ago. So this is totally relevant news.
Exactly.
Um, you should definitely go out and check that out if you're a fan of Lamb of God, or if you're not, if you just like cool old punk dudes. Randy Blythe is a cool old punk dude.
Right.
Uh, he had he had me reeled in for the whole entire 2.5 hours that episode was. Um, because he's just a fucking very interesting intellectual guy. He has got a lot of really cool ways of thinking that I agree with 100%. And
Right.
he's like very genuine. I like this guy a lot.
Yeah.
Um, that, and then I started watching a little bit of the episode with Walter from Gorilla Biscuits and Quicksand.
Hell yeah.
Um, dude, that's another fucking awesome fucking episode with a really legitimate fucking old punk rock dude. So now I'm just gonna be going through fucking little by little and watching everything that this show has to
Right.
offer because
Hell yeah.
they do a really good job. Fucking I actually you should check it out, Tyler. I was going back listening or watching just random episodes of hard lore, but I
Uh-huh.
found They have a mini series called Haunt Lore, where they go to haunted places
Okay.
and do like a ghost hunter kind of deal.
Yeah.
Um, but like not very much not serious.
Exactly.
They go through and they interview people and ask them, and everything's like kind of shot a little spooky, but like it's very much not taking itself very seriously.
Right.
But I watched the episode that they put out 4 months ago,
Uh,
entitled "The Haunting of the Chicago Metro,"
oh,
which was pretty cool.
hell yeah.
That was only an hour long, so definitely a little more accessible.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna change things up a little bit, but before I do that, I'm gonna change my music up a little bit.
Hell yeah.
All right. All right. Okay. We got a lot of drama in the music world
Yep.
this past week. Normally, the topic that we're going to be discussing doesn't really touch into the music world, but this week it has. And it's brought quite a few artists to light, calling out uh, this topic, which is that the Wasserman Media Group, uh, their CEO, Casey Wasserman, has been called out in the Epstein files. Um, and bands being represented by them are not happy about it,
I
such
wouldn't be
as
either.
Dropkick Murphys,
Yep.
Dying Wish, Hot Mulligan, Split Chain, Grandson, Daisy Grenade, and more have all taken to social media to speak about this. The artists are condemning the CEO after his name surfaced in the files related to the child sex offender and sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. I've got a handful of quotes from a couple different bands. I won't read them all, but I will read a couple. The first up was Dropkick Murphys. They came out, posted a story on their Instagram saying Dropkick Murphys have parted ways with the Wasserman Group agency. We love our agents. They are great partners. We signed with them years before they merged with Wasserman. It saddens us to part ways with them, but the namesake of the company was in the Epstein files. So we gone.
Good.
Dying Wish also took to social media, stating, recently we've been made aware of some staggering connections between the CEO of Wasserman and Jeffrey Epstein. From the moment we heard these sickening allegations, we knew without a doubt that we were going to remove ourselves from any association. The only person who has represented us since 2019 is Jake Zimmerman. Jake was believed in has believed in this band when nobody else did, and he is someone we are proud to call our friend. We trust Jake and our team to make the right decisions moving forward. This process has taken time and that has been uncomfortable, but we believe in our honor of it will honor our demands and what we stand for and the community we share. We are horrified at this situation, and our hearts out to all the survivors as we navigate this together. Music belongs to us, not the executives. True that.
Yep.
Um, and then yeah, all these other bands also took stands stating that it was either Casey Wasserman or them. And some bands have just flat out said we don't want anything to do with this company regardless. It turns out um oh no, did I get rid of it? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Turns out in recent news, further in the weekend, Casey Wasserman has stated that he is in the process of selling the company. Um, he basically says, in a short way of putting things together, it said he issued a statement to his staff, stating that he has spoken to many of them directly, wishes he could speak with everybody in the organization, but he apologized, said, um, basically he said, deeply sorry that my past personal mistakes have caused such discomfort. Um, it basically says that said, hopefully, this is a quote unquote, hopefully by now you know the facts about my limited interactions with those two individuals. It was years before their criminal conduct became to light, and in its entirety consisted of one humanitarian trip to Africa and a handful of emails that I deeply regret sending. I'm heartbroken that my brief contact with them 23 years ago has caused you, this company, and its clients such hardship over the past days and weeks. Um, but basically, he's selling the company and apparently is um, in charge of the Olympic Games in Los Angeles in 2028, I think.
Yep. Yeah, he's part
Um,
of the committee.
be, Gotcha. 'Cause so basically, he says that he's going to continue putting forth his effort into making the Olympic Games everything that he has always dreamed of in his home city. And we will wait to see what happens with the Wasserman Media Group and the bands that are attached to them going forward.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
lot. I mean, I was looking through some of the list and what they link to in some of these news articles, but like Kendrick is a part of it, Kendrick Lamar, Chappelle Rowan, the bands we listed earlier. Um yeah, Coldplay, Skrillex, Animal Collective.
Coldplay.
Yeah. Uh yeah. It's not just like a recording or whatever. This is a talent management agency. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming they have like satellite offices and whatever across the U.S. or maybe even the world.
right.
And yeah, manage each of these individual artists and whatnot. So, yeah, it's a lot. And I mean, not to defend the guy. This is not what this is, but at least he isn't trying to be you know, like a dick about it. He's just like, I get it. You guys are frustrated. This sucks. Talking about what he feels is, what his response is. He's admitted to being correlated, to being connected with this situation. Um,
Yeah,
but not in such a way. I haven't seen the files and what actually he has correlated to it, but
yeah,
it's a fair cop what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's moving on, he's moving out, he's allowing people who have been in more appropriate situations, hopefully, to take over what he built and not be a part of it anymore, and not poison the music industry and kind of all that stuff. So like I said, this isn't a defense of that at all, but I feel like he's
yeah.
he's taking it in stride, at least, you know what I mean, doing what he can to rectify the situation and not benefit from this news. So
Right.
that's
Yeah,
all right, I guess.
I like that you said something about that because I kind of feel the same way. Like I don't know if there are screenshots of emails that like really incriminate this guy or not.
Right.
I haven't exactly seen firsthand. Um, I mean, the thing is that ultimately there are going to be people brought up in the files that um didn't do anything. But the problem is there's really no way of knowing exactly who did and who didn't have any involvement in the terrible things that were going on.
Uh-huh.
So, unfortunately, guilty by association, you're doesn't look good for you. Um,
Right.
and I mean that sucks because I hate to say that. Sorry if 75% of the people are guilty and 25% of you aren't, but there is no way of proving
Right.
that you're all guilty. That sucks, but unfortunately, that's the way we got to take it because this isn't just like this isn't like a little scandal. This is like a big fucking deal,
Exactly.
like a giant deal.
Yeah.
So this is like probably this might go down as like the most disgusting and consequential thing in my lifetime.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
like obviously 9/11 is a tragedy that you
Yeah.
can't really like
You
you'll
can't
never be able
forget.
to forget
Never
that.
forget.
You'll
Exactly, dude.
never forget.
Right.
You'll never forget.
Right.
But but like controversy wise, this is like the biggest, craziest controversy that
Yeah. It
I can
affects
remember.
literally everything. Political, it just every single part of everything that we know at this point,
Yeah.
movies, music, politics, it's all
Yeah.
correlated into this. Now, I did find
That's the thing that
an
yeah.
email. I found at least, I don't know if it's the email or an email or whatever, but it just kind of looks like a back and forth between him and Ghislaine Maxwell about
Uh-huh.
her coming back to New York and what they would like to do, in New York, whatever. When do you land? And comment about her wearing a tight leather flying suit and him imagining her in that suit. And what do I have to do to see that? Like some kind of cringy shit. So I can see where that connection is with some past personal decisions and some dumb shit that I said in the past that I regret now.
Right.
I can see that
Right.
connection. Yeah,
Yeah.
at least you recognize that. That was really dumb of you to say. And
Right.
now you're but that's the thing. Like, here's the fucked up thing. He sells his company.
Chris,
He's selling the
it sounds
company.
pretty
He's going to be making money off of it. He's going to be benefiting off of it. You know what I mean? He's laughing all the way to the
right.
bank. Yeah, I fucked up, but
Right.
hey, look at me and my multi-billions of dollars,
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing that I can say about that is that maybe he might take some sort of like compensation hit
Right.
because all of the publicity potentially looks bad on the company, and
Right.
they're also going to have to do a lot of damage control because obviously a lot of their artists are leaving.
Right.
So, he's
Yeah.
taking a little bit of hit on that. It did sound like, I mean, I don't know, but that email does sound kind of consensual, doesn't it?
Yeah, for the most part, like it was two adults, just lightly
Yeah.
flirting with each
Like
other,
she said
Exactly.
something about a skirt or whatever,
Yeah, the
and then
tight
he
leather
said
flying
some weird
suit.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's not like everything else or most of everything else in those files, So
Right,
yeah,
right.
but still, just the association is. I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
that's
this word incriminating
hard to
enough,
fight off.
like, you know what
Yeah,
I
for
mean.
sure.
So yeah,
Well, anyways, hopefully these bands hopefully they get taken care of one way or another.
yeah,
Um and hopefully everybody moves on.
right,
And if Casey Wasserman did do bad things, hopefully he gets caught like the rest of them and they
yeah,
all burn in hell.
exactly.
Uh,
Or yeah, definitely not
Um,
Valhalla, dude.
definitely not Valhalla.
Nah.
Um, in the last little bit of news that I got for the week, outside of tour announcements, looks like Tool fans may have something to look forward to next year.
Yeah.
Me being one of them.
Me being the second.
Yep.
Yeah, we were.
Drummer Danny Carey recently told Spiral Out the band are hoping to release a new album and host a residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas in 2027.
We were just talking
It's
about
almost
this.
like I made that appear into
You
like
willed
I
this. You
wish
manifested
that
this, dude.
into I
I
did,
love you
dude.
for
I wish
that.
that into existence.
Yeah.
I just
Thanks.
hope that I can afford a trip out there in the meantime. Looks
Mhm.
like I'll be saving until 2027.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but even though from what I've seen, tickets at the Sphere are not like ridiculous like you would expect them to be. Like they're generally a little more expensive than like a regular concert, but
Right.
they're not ridiculous. It's not
You keep
like
saying that, man. I'm just saying you might end up getting that fucking seat behind a pillar. You're like, this is totally affordable, and then you're right there, like,
yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, right.
I can see why it's affordable.
But no, I mean, I would expect like a place like that, a place as cool as that,
Right.
for tickets to something to be like thousands of dollars.
Right.
And like that may be the case like right up on the stage, but in general, I haven't seen prices like that. But either way, I'm hoping you're looking that up while I'm
I am doing that exactly. Google AI is
reading.
telling me. I'll go ahead and
Perfect.
just take over for a second while you're reading. But um, let's see. Sphere ticket prices. Let's see. Generally range from 50 to 250 depending on the view and date. Uh, Also
That's pretty
states that
chill.
they for upper levels 100 to 150. 60% of tickets for major acts are often priced under $300. Um, Premium and VIP can exceed 800, while special events and suites can range from $3,000 to $15,000. Weekend shows are priced significantly higher. It
Yeah.
states that levels 200 to 300 offer the best, least distorted, most immersive views. Um, and always waiting. I'm trying to find. I want to go. I'm going on a Ticketmaster right now and trying to see what they got going on. For now, we're looking at. Oh, fuck it. Let's go see the Eagles. I fucking hate the Eagles, man, but
Yeah.
for all you Big Lebowski fans. Um, the right in front of the stage for the Eagles, official platinum, section 3 of row 11, $700 for the Eagles. Um, they don't have any other seats available, so I can't really see what else
Yeah.
the pricing is.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's going to be one of those things where you're probably not really going to get a good idea of what pricing is like
yeah,
unless like a show like tickets for a show gets released and then you can go on there and check out
exactly.
what the full fucking layout looks like.
Right.
But I mean, to be honest with you, like you said, most shows go for under $300 a ticket.
Yep.
Um, I'd pay $300 a ticket to go see Tool at the Sphere.
At the Sphere for sure. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that I want to pay $300, but I would.
Right. Exactly.
I think it's worth it. If that we'll go there.
Right. I don't know. I'm looking forward in
Um,
time on some of these events for the Eagles specifically because it's a concert, you know what I mean? And I don't
right.
think they're opening up the balconies at all. I think they're just doing there I don't think
Ground.
there's any way. This is in March 27th. That first one I listed was for the floor 3 section, their floor tickets. Um,
Yeah.
this one I'm looking at month ahead of time. Section 4 and section 2, they're $800. So if you're getting pit tickets, floor, shit like that, you're paying a pretty fucking penny because you're right there in front of the stage. You know what I mean? Right now they have the
Gotcha.
Wizard of Oz. They're doing that thing.
Yeah. That looks sick, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've seen some clips and everything. Now they've got up in section 400. Tickets are as low as $150. Section 300, they go up to 200, like 20, give or take, up to 300, and then section 200, um, those are only $200. So we're looking at $200 to $300 for that. You know what I mean? And those seem
Right on.
pretty accessible. They're all kind of center of the pack
Yeah.
sections. That's not bad. So yeah.
I was gonna say this isn't like
$300 seems a
this isn't
good
like
mean for it.
yeah, this isn't like this isn't like the United Center. Like there aren't like I don't think they're selling tickets for seats behind pillars and shit. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, I don't even think there are pillars in there, right?
I feel like I've
That's the
seen
whole
some
point. It's a
pictures
sphere.
of, yeah, it's a sphere, but some of these balconies, like, I don't know, like you need some space to support this. I've seen a couple pictures. I feel that there's like a pillar or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different like tour or something. Like a
This
Taylor Swift
says,
concert.
yeah, Google AI says the sphere in Las Vegas is designed to be column free,
Oh,
offering unobstructed 160,000 square foot wraparound screen for all guests.
okay.
Um,
I'm on Reddit right now, and they're talking about the Fish concert. It says summary of all known screen obstructed seats of the Sphere. 100 level rows, 24 and up, 36 is the last row, are officially labeled as screen obstructed by TM. Um, rows 21 through 23 have some amount of screen obstruction. You can see most of the screen from 23, but you cannot see the apex of the ceiling. So the sphere being what
yeah,
it is, like a 270-degree or more, I don't know exactly,
right.
um,
Yeah,
kind of viewing experience, like, yeah, you're not going to be able to see the exact top and the bottom. You'll more than likely
yeah,
be
that
able to
makes sense.
see the band, but you just can't get
Right.
100% view, which I think that's fine.
Hey, fuck it.
Especially
Yeah,
like
fuck it.
Tool. You're not even there to see like the band. Like fucking
No, right,
Maynard's
not
gonna
really. I
be.
just want to see the screen.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So yeah, you'll have some blockage, but I feel like with the amount of screen that you will be able to see, whatever. You know what I mean? So that's fine.
Right.
And it's super cool to hear that they're working with these guys on it. Since the sphere
Yeah.
dropped or since I discovered it, you know what I mean? With the conversation we had some weeks ago, this is the band we were waiting for, and here it is. So
Yeah. I mean, dude, and you know what? Given the impressive audio visual work with the Lorna Shore set that I watched,
yeah,
dude, that would be fucking killer on the sphere too. I'm not gonna
exactly.
lie.
Yeah,
Dude, that'd be so awesome.
exactly.
But anyways, yeah, Carrie went on to say, we're working on a lot of new Tool songs right now. Hopefully 2027, that's the goal. Um, he then brought up the Sphere after the interviewer called the band's live show cinematic. He said, "Yeah, we're very much into that. We're hoping that when we release the new record, maybe do a stint at the Sphere because I think we're the perfect band for that. We've been talking to those guys." He added, "The preparation is pretty intense. So to get everything up, it is a very expensive endeavor, and it's going to take a while to get into the black. I think you have to play a few shows before you make any money." But he revealed that they did already take a tour of the Sphere. He says, "Yeah, well, I just took a tour of it. I haven't actually seen a full on show, but they took us around the venue to show it off. It's incredible, man. I almost got vertigo just looking around,"
I believe it.
which I definitely believe that, dude, especially like if you were like in the middle standing up against the edge of like a balcony, like
Oh
just
yeah.
like looking around, like
Right.
I'd probably be a little fucked up myself.
Right.
um that reminds me of like when we went to uh Legoland in California.
Okay.
There was this like VR roller coaster ride kind of thing
Okay.
where like you you were in a row of seats, like roller coaster seats, you were
Yeah.
locked in,
Okay.
and they would spin this row into a room that had like screens everywhere,
Oh.
and it was like a, I don't know, it was like a movie, like video game almost, but
Yeah.
like at we were on a Lego couch
Okay.
flying through space,
Right.
and while that's going on, like there's like a war going on. There's like laser guns shooting everywhere,
Okay.
and like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of
But
badass.
the seats, they like tilted and like shook and
Shifted. Right.
moved,
Exactly. Yeah.
and they had like water sprayers like misting us with water,
Right.
and like fans blowing at us and
Yep.
shit. And it was kind of trippy, just like I would imagine this would be if you were
Exactly.
just like looking around, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I almost had an
Wild.
experience like that when we went down to Tennessee to see for my sister's wedding. We got tickets for Ripley, and like the whole city has different things for Ripley's, like Believe It or Not museum, the aquarium.
Right.
They had a haunted house, and then the other thing, the one thing that we were trying to get to after the museum and the aquarium was this like 4D experience, which was exactly like that, like shifting seats, misting, whatever. But the last showing for
Yep.
the day, because we didn't discover it until after the first two things that we wanted to go see, it was full up, so we didn't get a chance to go to that, and I would have loved to. We ended up going to the haunted house instead, but yeah, that's been like a moment I've been trying not necessarily to chase, but to experience, you know what I mean? So
Right.
maybe this is the
Right.
one. We'll see.
Well, either way, I'm sure the Ripley's haunted house was pretty sick.
Kind of. We experienced it. This was like right after, not right after lockdowns, but as things were kind of getting lifted, like we all kind of figured out how to experience things with the pandemic going on. They would only allow
Yeah.
groups of like four, I think it was 4 to 5 people at a time. And it was myself, it was Kat, it was my brother, and my buddy Curtis. And as they were doing their intro when we got in, after we got like temped and everything, they did this like air cannon thing to give you a little shock factor, like jump scare. And my brother and Kat
Mhm.
were just like, nope, fuck this shit. And then they ended up going outside, so it was just me and my buddy Curtis. And the whole time, since the actors couldn't like, and even though when you go to a haunted house, like actors can't really touch you unless you sign like a waiver or something, whatever. Um,
Right.
we didn't get to see anybody, but we could hear. I think they had it set up to where they were like in the walls, and they could like you could
Right.
hear them running up to you and everything, but they couldn't get close. The whole time, me and my buddy Curtis were just doing like orgasm noises and saying, "Daddy, chase me, Daddy," and I
Oh, of
could
course you were.
swear, of course. I could swear that at one point in time we heard one of the actors laughing because we were being so fucking ridiculous, and that's what made it awesome. So I don't think we got a full haunted house experience. We just kind of, I mean, it was cool. You're just being goofballs the whole time. So, yeah. If you don't mind, I'm gonna take over from you so we can jump into these tour announcements and finish this episode, so we can both go take a piss.
Fucking do it to it, Tyler.
All right, tour announcements. I'm very excited to talk about both of these. First up, we've got Jimmy Eat World announcing their 25th anniversary of Bleed American. Honestly, I think the only album anybody knows by Jimmy Eat World. It will feature some support throughout the tour from Sunny Day Real Estate, Thrice. We are just talking about those guys. The
Yep.
Get Up Kids, minus the Bear, Sparta, and Motion City soundtrack. Um,
Oh
they
yeah.
will be near us in June on the 11th at the Huntington Bank, I'm assuming amphitheater, uh, in Chicago, and in Detroit the next day at the Michigan Lottery Amphitheater. They got a couple dates, several dates at Warp Tour. When they are in Chicago, we're gonna get to see Sunny Day Real Estate and the Get Up Kids, as well as Detroit and many others throughout. Let's see, they're going all the way from June to fucking
November.
November, right? With a couple of breaks in
Yeah.
between. So,
Yeah.
where the fuck? They're gonna be playing with Pup in Toronto? Damn, that sounds cool.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think Sunny D Real Estate and the Ghetto Kids is the best possible lineup.
Hell yeah.
Um, I like Minus the Bear. I like Motion City Soundtrack. And I
Uh-huh.
saw that they're playing shows with Mom Jeans and Hot Mulligan.
Uh-huh.
Um, those are cool as well. I would like to see that. But all things considered, Sunny D Real Estate and Get Up Kids is
Yeah.
like with Jimmy Eat World, that would
It
have made
sounds like
people
a
lose
pretty
their
dope.
shit in
Exactly.
2006, you know?
Right. So yeah, let's go a little blast of the past. I don't know. I'm looking at this date that they had in Toronto with Pup. When is that?
Yeah.
September? No, it's August 23rd. So be maybe a little bit busy at work, but it's exactly 420 miles from here to there. Nice. That's just under 7 hours. Maybe I take a weekend, drive on out to Canada. We'll see.
What
Probably won't
the
happen,
hell?
but yeah. So that's pretty cool. Next up, our final talking point for tonight and our last little bit of tour news. I think Ryan's headphones died.
No, they didn't die.
Oh, they didn't. Oh.
No, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Motion City Soundtrack is playing on my computer right now, and I'm not sure why.
Oh shit. Well, you're just talking about it. Maybe the AI is taking over. Skynet, bro.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and
What the
keep this
fuck?
going for us, so we don't piss our pants. Taking Back Sunday. I'm so excited. We'll be heading out on the road this summer with Bayside from May 31st through June 21st. The band has shared the following. We started playing shows with Bayside around Long Island and the greater tri-state area in the early 2000s. We played in basements and dive bars. The shows weren't very well attended, but we were having the time of our lives. I'm sure you were, guys. Since those days, we've been fortunate enough to remain friends and share labels and stages across the globe. In 2012, Bayside was kind enough to join us in celebrating our 10-year anniversary of Tell All Your Friends. After 14 years, we thought it was about damn time we hit the road with them again. We can't wait to see you out there. It's a little bit of a shorter tour. It's like month and a half, and then a date down in Pennsylvania at a festival. The
Yeah.
closest date we have to us is in Royal Oak, Michigan. I told Kat about it, and I'm gonna try and get a ticket because I really want to see Taking Back Sunday finally. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, maybe Cleveland. I'm not going to Ohio though. And some other dates. So, if you want to see
I'm
Taking Back
not
Sunday,
to
yeah, I
yeah,
know.
to be honest with you, I'm not traveling any amount to go see Take Back Sunday today because I have seen some clips from their recent shows and it sounds like they suck now.
Damn, you're
And
getting old.
I'm only saying that because their singer, what was his name, Adam or something?
I believe so. Yeah.
Um, yeah, Adam Lazara. Um, it sounds like he's pretty gnarly drunk and is a pretty big asshole because of it.
Yeah, I think I've heard the same,
Um,
unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But
yeah, unfortunately, it sounds like I think his alcoholism. Didn't they have a drummer leave because of him?
yeah, I don't know if it was specifically because of him, but I feel like it was kind of the whole band, like just leaving him on the wayside because he wanted to get
Yeah,
clean, and the rest of the band is
yeah, he
like,
was.
yeah, fuck it,
Yeah,
and they
yep.
just kind of, yeah,
Yeah, I found the quote. It was from 2024. He said he was committing himself to his sobriety, and unfortunately, during that time, he
uh,
didn't feel the support that he needed from his brothers in the band. Um, which makes sense because from what I've seen, live videos from Taking Back Sunday. Adam seems pretty litty city.
Yeah.
And that is what it is. I am interested in seeing Bayside. They're a little bit of I'd say underrated band when it comes to the 2000s emo pop punk scene. And I would love to see them. I never did, but I'd love to see them now.
I'm gonna be real. Adam has always given me that vibe that he's kind of a fucking asshole. I don't know
Yeah.
how to
Oh yeah.
describe like dude, even in pictures, I'm just like, fuck, I would hate to hang out with you. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But
I agree. He seems like a pretty boy, but
yeah,
like a pompous, like pretty
exactly.
boy.
Look at me, like we've survived so much
Yeah.
controversy and fucking all that shit. I don't know, and that sucks. But I still love the
Yeah.
band. Like I just wanna see them one time,
Yeah.
and then call it a
It's
day.
good music.
That's
I
about
I
it.
can't take that away from them.
Right.
But well, I was in the process of trying to figure out where the fucking music in my
Right.
office was coming from.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, did you see back to Jimmy Eat World? Did you see that they played at an Arby's um this past weekend?
No. What?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
They
awesome.
oh shit. I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. Yeah, fucking they performed at an Arby's in Daytona Beach to promote Arby's sponsorship of JR Motorsports
Okay.
in the I don't know, fucking Daytona 500 or
Right.
whatever. Um so yeah, I guess they had Jimmy World play.
That's
But this
awesome.
place, dude, looking at the pictures from the show, it's probably just because the band like blew the fucking stage up with these like purple pink like lights or whatever.
Right.
But this looks like a fancy fucking Arby's.
It's probably like
I could
some
be wrong.
corporate fucking I don't know. Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, I found an article, gave public what they wanted on a surprise show in Daytona Beach at an Arby's. Came ahead of their planned appearance at the Daytona 500 and was a fun promotional stunt staged alongside JR Motorsports and their driver Carson Kavapil, who is sponsored by Arby's. So fucking come on, I need more from you. Let's go to
Yeah, there's
images.
yeah, the JR Motorsports, they posted like a little fucking teaser video of the show going on. But to be honest with like, dude, I think this is hilarious that bands are playing at these restaurants and stuff like that.
Right,
You had the hardcore Denny's, you know.
right.
I think Blink 182, they played a fucking Denny's um with Mark Hoppus doing the infamous what the fuck's up, Denny's? At the beginning. And then didn't somebody play in the parking lot of like a Sonic or something like that this year or
Yeah,
last year or something? I
I
can't remember who it was, but
something like that. Yeah.
it's
Uh,
another pop punk band, I thought.
um, let's see, restaurant. I looked up a video of the Jimmy World thing, and it looks like it was completely like state. Scowl. This was in 2022. Gel Scowl exhibition, Chemical Fix and Phantom held a concert in a parking lot of a Sonic Drive-In in New Jersey.
Yep. That's it.
But yeah, I found
That's
on
awesome.
Instagram, if you look up Big Bucket Tony, there's a guy who it looks like he was sponsored by it too as a paid partnership, but it looks like it like kind of an outdoor thing where they set up like kind of an indoor thing. So I don't think it was an actual Arby's
Okay.
like restaurant where they move the tables and do whatever. Like they built a little pop up kind of stage
Gotcha.
for it. So that's
All
fucking
right. All
awesome. I
right.
love that.
That is
Oh
awesome.
yeah, but
Yeah, we need
that's
more of this.
right.
We need more of this to come, you know.
Yeah.
Play more fucking fast food places and do it
Right.
somewhere near me where I can fucking go, please.
Exactly.
Because
Bring back Rock and Roll
I've never
McDonald's in Chicago, and let's get a fucking concert
rock
there,
and
dude.
roll McDonald's.
Rock and Roll
Yep.
McDonald's. Come on.
Dude, that was another thing. Little side tangent before we quit. But
Yeah.
even though I know you're probably gonna piss your pants, I'm not gonna piss my pants for the first time. But but in that episode of Hard Lore that I was telling you about with the haunting of the Metro or whatever, they're talking about Wesley Willis and Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Nice.
In the episode, he talks about how Wesley Willis was like standing in this stairwell at the Metro and would always like fuck with the dude or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious.
I love that.
But we can fucking wrap shit up. Get ready for the after hours. But for now, fucking like and subscribe, dude. Hit that little bell icon on YouTube so that you can get notified every time we release a new episode. You can do that very easily. And then you'll be like me. You get little notifications when our episode drops. And then you can watch it right away and make me and Tyler very happy.
Exactly. Whether it be really early or really late or just on time. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll see when I release it, but I try my best.
Yeah, who knows?
Right.
Yeah. Well, you're just deficient in time management.
So bad at it. So bad. You don't know how many late nights where it's like 3 a.m. I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't drop the new episode. I didn't schedule it. So then I gotta rip out an extra fucking hour and a half. Like, all right, let me find the thumbnail. Fucking yeah. That's why I'm late to meetings, dude. All right. I'm blaming it on the Riff Report.
You don't need the Riff Report as an excuse as to why
I'm just
you
a piece
stayed
of
up
shit.
till 5 o'clock in the morning.
I know. I'm just a piece of shit gamer manga guy, dude. It's all right.
Yep. You haven't transformed into your grown up stage. It's all right. You can keep doing what you're doing for as long as you possibly can.
I will. All right. I'm not giving it up.
Otherwise, you'll just sound like a grumpy old man like me.
I know a couple of them.
Anything.
Right.
But either way, fucking hit us up on Instagram at the.riff.report. Follow us on there. Chat with us whenever you like and tell us that we're idiots. On YouTube, you can catch us at the Riff Report News. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and show some love. Send the videos to a friend or somebody who's never heard of our podcast before. And then the last thing you could do, doesn't benefit us anyway, but it benefits you. You can go on Tidal and search the Riff Report. Find our account. We got lots of playlists on there. We got our tracks of the week. We got various other playlists throughout the year. And we just like to have fun with it. So for now, you can catch our regular broadcast show on Wednesday at 9 a.m. on YouTube. And then you can catch our fun little goofy section, the after hours, on YouTube every Friday at 6 p.m. For now, stay loud, stay angry, and we'll catch you in the fucking pit.